What up, chat? What up? How's it going?
I really wish you guys could see this.
I'm
guy right now.
alive.
He is drenched in sweat.
I am alive. And yes, I chopped off a ton of the hair. I'm not bald, chat. This is hair. See? Hair. Not gone, just shorter. That's all. That's all. Still exists. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Hope life's treating you well. It's not a broken bowl cut. You went to Maury's? This is not a wig. This is my hair. It's good to see you guys. I wasn't here yesterday. I was sneezing and snotting everywhere. Every once in a while, I'll still probably grab a tissue and sneeze and stuff like that, but...
Oh my god, I was right. The Y has taken over.
What? The Y? The wig? What? What? Obligatory... You couldn't even find a higher quality one? You had to post this low resolution bullshit, QZ? Come on, man. Get this shit out of here. Get this shit out of here. Disgusting. That's literally you? No, that is not me. But it's good to see you guys. I wasn't here yesterday. My allergies were so bad that it wouldn't have been enjoyable for you guys. You know, I wanted to hang out for a bit, but I thought, nah, like... It would just be nasty. I was just snotty as hell, and yeah, it would not have been a pleasant watch for you guys. But I'm feeling much better now, much better. You know, not so snotty. I just a little bit left, and my allergies have calmed the fuck down. The main reason I say it was allergies, because part of me is thinking, is this a flu or something? But the thing to me that made me pretty confident it was just some kind of allergy or something was that. When I have a cold and stuff, yes, it's like my nose, all that, which is similar to allergies, but my eyes don't itch when I have a cold. At least I've never experienced itchy eyes from like a cold or a flu. But with allergies, my eyes will itch like crazy. So I'm doing like, I was doing this, and yeah, it was nuts, man. But I'm alive. I'm alive.
Making sure all images he sends are pixelated, just for safety's sake.
Oh, dude, that's smart. That's smart. Good call, good call. Quake's right.
Gentlemen.
All right, we'll move some stuff around. But it's good to see you guys. I'm excited to be streaming today. I'm excited to play some Noita. You guys know it's actually been a little while since we played Noita. Last time I streamed and I tried to play Noita, hopefully it doesn't happen today. Hopefully the new graphics card is doing well. We're on a 5070 now. For the most part, it's been doing good. I haven't really had many issues. But last time I tried to stream Noita, our graphics card shit out. And so then I had to in-stream and buy a new graphics card and get it installed and all this stuff. So the next Noita stream that we did, I had to stream from my CPU, and we just did a Noita, what's the word for it? A Noita game show that QZ hosted. And we just did Noita trivia and stuff. It was really fun. But, yeah, so it's been a little bit since I played Noita. I'm excited to hop back into it. It's been almost a week. Why are you doing a Simple Jack cosplay? You see this hair? You see this beautiful hair? This is not Simple Jack worthy. This is... how about Brad Pitt? Fair? Fair comparison? We're like twins. Twin models. Yeah, that's Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. wait. Not even close. Not even close. No, not nailed it. No. You know, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, Chad. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You are blind. You are blind. But you know what? You guys are helping me. Because I'm accumulating all your messages, and I'm going to use it to get a sponsorship with some kind of glasses company. And they'll probably give us $1 million sponsorship because they're like, holy shit, your community is blind as fuck. We will sell glasses like crazy to these guys because they can't see shit. They can't see shit. But today we're playing Noita. Today we are playing Noita. It's been a week since I played. I'm missing it. Good old Noita. Chow is asking if we're going to do any random starts today, and I'm trying to decide if that's what we do. Do we jump into the random start realm? I like the nightmare streak, and that's true. We haven't done any of our nightmare streak. It's still sitting at a 4 streak from forever ago. Artorius got a good run suggestion. No time for other games. Playing my winter car. All portal run. Oh, all portal run. Oh, like from the trivia. That one was shocking. When it was like name every like summon portal kind of thing. I forget what the number was. It was something like 15. I was like, what? How about a Dark Sun quest run? But if you win, if you don't take damage when inside the middle of the sun. It's not impossible if I'm guessing. But you win if you don't take damage when inside the middle of the sun. The hell kind of situation is this? I'm torn between just doing one of these quests that you guys are suggesting, doing a nightmare win streak, and doing a random start. Because if you guys are curious, we have been slowly trying to do random starts from every location in the Noita world from random spawns, and we've only removed like 5 locations so far. So part of me is like, kind of want to push that. All in one. No funky daily. Or we could just do a daily quest. This is true. What's up, Nesper? Good to see you. Good morning, dude. Holy Lance, all bosses.
Oh, I really wish
you know
guys
what?
could see this guy right now. He is drunk.
I'm tired of you guys bringing up this Holy Lance run. And we got time for the night. It's, 2026 is just starting. We have time for the nightmare win streaking and all that. Don't worry. The random starts, random spawns, we'll get through all of them. Let's do...
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
You want a poll? Okay, fine. We'll do a poll. I was going to choose, but chat says poll it. They think that I will make the wrong... You don't trust my decision making? You don't trust me to lead you? Holy Lance run. I'll put Holy Lance daily run. How about that? Holy Lance daily. So the Holy Lance daily run is where I have to kill all bosses. The main projectile on my wand, the one that fires out of my wand, needs to be a Holy Lance before I kill all the bosses. Yes, I can do an add trigger on the Holy Lance and put other spells inside the Holy Lance, but the one that fires out needs to be a Holy Lance. So I can't kill bosses until I start... So I can't start killing the bosses until I have the Holy Lance set up. Then there's going to be the Nightmare Win Streak. Continued. I'll just put C-O-N-T, continued. And then Random Spawn Run. Oops. 1 minute poll. I don't want to hear you yapping. 1 minute poll. Decide what's today's run going to be. And this will be done on the daily run if we do the all boss Holy Lance. Nightmare win streak. We're currently on a 4 win streak in Nightmare mode. We're looking to push this a little further. Random spawn. Okay, looks like you guys are leaning towards the all boss Holy Lance daily run. If you're curious why people would be leaning towards this one, is because in the past I told them it's so easy to do a Holy Lance run. It's just like you just make the Holy Lance so it's not dangerous. But every time I leave the Holy Lance a little bit dangerous just for the fun of it, and then I end up dying, and people are like, oh my god, you can't do the Holy Lance run. I'm like, motherfuckers, if I have to do it again, I'm going to do it in a way that's 100% safe. I'm not risking it. Not risking it. Didn't even put the portal run. Don't worry, we'll have that one in the future. I actually got to remember the portals, because it was like 15 or some shit, and I'm like, damn, I got to remember all these. But it looks safe to say the all boss Holy Lance. It is going to be on the daily run. So 13, I have them listed. Well, save that list because I may need that in the near future. Using every player summoned portal. Does sound like a fun run though. I think I probably will do that in the next week or so. Predictions are open. Get your predictions in now. Basically, the rules are I cannot kill the bosses. I have to kill one of every boss, all 15 bosses. And the Holy Lance needs to be the projectile that shoots out of my wand. Does that make sense? Meaning I can do add trigger Holy Lance and stick other spells inside of it that are not Holy Lance, but the main projectile needs to be the Holy Lance. In the beginning, you don't have a Holy Lance. It'd be hard to find. I have to go exploring around until I find that Holy Lance. The reason we get focused on the Holy Lance, why that one spell, is because there are many aspects of the lance that are dangerous to the player and can get the player killed, which is why I said I fucked up with it in the past a couple times, because I was goofing around with the Holy Lance and I ended up doing like 1,000 damage to myself. It does pump. It can actually do crazy damage. if depending on how you have it set up. But I won't take any risks today. We're gonna make smart moves, so don't worry. You can type !yes in the chat and sleep well, knowing that your streak is safe with me. It is safe with me. Do not worry. All right. Well, this is gonna be simple then. We don't need any mods for now. We just leave these on, I guess. Start this. Oh yeah, one more thing. We do still have the player ghost wands on, just for the spiciness. Our current player ghost bone folder has lots of silly wands.
Let us down a third time in a row, right? This is not your bedroom after all.
All right, hilarious. Okay, Kwake. But the player ghost wands currently are filled with kind of just silly wands. I haven't been playing, like I didn't optimize my bone folder or anything like that because we were doing Twitch integration. Point is, we have just silly wands saved in there, not custom made from the community or anything like that, just like basic random wands. And until I end up finding player ghost wands that are giving me OP wands again, which means I've started to get a lot of wins and I've started to put really good wands in the bone folder. Till I start to see that, we'll just leave it on temporarily, just for the flavor. So player ghost wands are on. If you're a new guy and you're confused on what that means, basically wands from your past can show up in your future runs. That's all it is. There's a whole mechanic around it. Is it going to be on a timer? No, there's no timer. We're just going on an adventure. Miser has the clip for the Holy Lands past. It's probably fake, but let's just check real fast. Probably a fake clip. Remember, if we see pheromone or ambrosia, we can use that to get to see that one specialty wand in the vault.
There was a good modifier earlier. I think it had nuke orbit on it.
No! Holy Lance, you piece of shit!
Earlier, I think it had nuke orbit on it.
I was hacked, and we found the hacker, and he's been removed from the community, and now I'm safe, so we don't have to worry. It won't happen again. Charles, yes, it was Charles.
You attempted this twice back in May. I'm disappointed about 450 yes betters in each run. All the best to everyone betting yes.
Doesn't seem accurate, honestly. I feel like you struggle with counting. And I get it. You know, not everybody was born with the brain to count. Some people were born with the brain to be degenerate. Dude, levitate, please. Is Invis just fucking me over right now? What's happening? Oh my gosh, what is going on? Hold on, is this, yeah, we have a pool of it, thank God. Maybe because I don't have the visuals for the invis, maybe it's messing with me. How far did he go in the Dark Souls 2 playthrough? Somebody in the chat would have to say, because I don't fully understand, like, all the things yet, so I wouldn't do a good job on explaining where I'm at. I remember I killed a bad guy, like a boss, that had, like, 2 catapults next to him. In chat, well, you know, every once in a while people would say, why don't you try using those catapults? But I was like, like, he's fucking so quick. There's no way I'm going to hit shit on that. And then, it took me forever to kill that boss. And then after I killed him, chat showed me a video where, like, a dude was like, you step here, and the boss is dead. I was like, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, daily writ check. Yep, we're on the correct daily. We're dailied up. Happy New Year. How's DunkBot 2.0 coming along? I haven't got as much done lately because I was actually feeling like shit the last couple of days, but I'll get back on that grind soon. In fact, Solar messaged me the other day and said that, like, about a week or so, I think he's going to be back on it as well.
Don't forget.
No special rules, huh? Well, that's good. Well, the special rule is that we have to go kill all the bosses using the Holy Lance as our main projectile that, like, delivers other spells or whatever. But besides that, we're just going on an adventure. We're going to kill every boss in the game today, which is, there are 15 bosses. That is our goal. I think you've died every time you've done a run with the Holy Lance, so your tide is to turn eventually. Listen, I fucked around the last couple. I'm locked in this time. All seriousness, no mistakes. I won't risk. Like in the past, I was like, let's goof around, and then something went wrong, and you guys talk shit. No mistakes on this one. Have you ever done a limited spells only run? Sounds kind of interesting, maybe. Not really. I mean, the problem is if you do a limited spells only run, I mean, maybe we've done it like years ago, you pretty much just skip by everything. Anytime you're really limited on your spells, you pretty much just use them up in like no time and just move on. You just end up kind of speed running the run quite quickly. Yay, there was a route over here for the heart. My favorite kind of Chex Mix? Favorite kind of Chex Mix. I like the sweet and savory kind of mixed ones, where they'll have like Chex and pretzels and like fucking chocolate chips and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Oh shit! Oh, that guy made some moves. Holy shit, I missed the vote. How the fuck is Dark Souls 2 even allowed on the list? What do you mean? You're a Dark Souls 2 hater? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Well, day one, I've been really enjoying my time with it so far. I mean, I enjoyed it just like I enjoyed Dark Souls 1, I'd say so far. You'll be a Dark Souls 2 hater by the end of it? We'll see. We will see. I think the key to Dark Souls being fun, at least like any of these kind of, even like Silk Song and all that, when you run into certain bosses, you want that feeling of when you run into a boss at first, you're like, is this even possible? I don't even know if I can do this. And then after like 15 to 20 minutes of trying, you're like, okay, I think I can do this, but this is gonna be really difficult. Then another, you know, half an hour of trying and you're like, I can do this. That's the sign of a good boss. You want it to be a bit overwhelming at first, then you get a little bit of encouragement, you like see hope, and then you finally bust through and you're like, I can do this. I can fight. Yeah, it can bleed, exactly. But at first it needs to appear that it can. At first you have to be like, this is impossible. And then the illusion breaks down and you're like, I can do this. Souls games are the most boring? Really? I mean, I can understand the part, maybe you don't like the adventuring around as much, like where you're looking for the next, you know, difficult boss to take down. But those boss fights are so enjoyable. I like them a lot. And then you did it, and you got, yeah, exactly. Then you're like, I'm overcoming this, and then he's got another phase, and you're like, son of a bitch. I'm a hater on the Souls games in general, let alone a one that is 10 plus years old. Regardless, maybe you should play the original Space Invaders from 1978. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not seeing the correlation. Space Invaders is honestly a better game. Didn't realize there were so many Dark Souls. I can't tell if you guys are hating because of Dark Souls 2 specifically, or just some of you are just painting broadly and saying that you don't like Dark Souls in general. That seems kind of crazy. Dark Souls 2 is the longest one to 100% with all the DLC. Well, I mean, it depends on what 100%ing is. Like, I don't always do, like, the collect every item kind of stuff. I do like taking on every boss I can find, though. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He did some damage right there. He was about to murder me. It's going to be a tricky one. I need to grab this and... No, no, no. Whew. Could have gone bad. The reason I wanted to grab that in such a risky way is I wanted that chaotic polymorphine to use as a way to escape the mountain, and I didn't want to risk breaking it open. I could wait for the fire to burn to see if it'll make its way all the way down here. Oh, it did. Kind of. God damn it. Oh, you know what I could do? Do that for a moment. Everything burns! Me after a UTI. Just piss and fire. It burns! Hello, Chase. One step closer to George Costanza, I see. Keep up the good work. What? What? George... Okay, how can you guys claim I both have a Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber haircut and also George Costanza? They don't look the same at all. You're actually blind.
It's not a lie, if you believe it.
It's not a lie, if you believe it. Oh my gosh, toxic sludge, go away. Alright, we're in, boys. It only took waiting an hour, but we got that heart, and we saved ourselves a bomb. Was it worth it? Probably not. Oh, second frog. Bonus frog.
It is impressive how you managed to reduce the amount of hair on a bald head.
You know what you should be impressed with? Today's daily run already given us 3 hearts, plus the orb heart, so we have 4 hearts total. Is coming up real nice. Mr. Burns looking ass. What? Oh my gosh, these frogs. Then we got this guy down here, which is gonna be a tank, of course. Okay. Oh. What? You're supposed to be dead, sir. Truly was tanking at the end. I just kind of was tossing it. I was just doing little lobs and wasn't really hitting them for much.
Don't worry about the haters. We still love you. Temu Tony Hawk.
9,000 hour tablet skills. Listen, I have like 2 hours with tablet usage. Give me a break. Well, go to the first mountain, I guess. Could grab a little bit of gold there, and lazy. Let's close the bets. Closing all bets or predictions. Kill all bosses with tablet. Not even possible. Good thing that you saved that bomb. Hey, I have him for the next zone. The enemies of this world shove gold inside their rectums for good luck. Why couldn't they just have, like, you know, pockets? Well, normal pockets, not a prison pocket. Like, why can't they just be holding it, like, in a, like, you know, a normal area? Why did it have to be in their ass? The nature's pocket?
Do you have cock?
Explain the parameters one more time. I have to kill all bosses, all 15 bosses, with the Holy Lance, which is this spell here, as part of our damage wand. What it means is I could do like an add trigger Holy Lance and then put like other spells inside of it, but the Holy Lance has to be part of our damage build. Now, I'm obviously going to make the smart move to make Holy Lance not dangerous in this run to me, but that will take a little bit of setup. We cannot start killing bosses until we have the Holy Lance, you know, build going. We can change the build up as we're going, but the Holy Lance needs to be in it at all times. Explain the parameters another time. That's your last time. It's too late. Closing bets. Let's go. You're going to null shot the Holy Lance and add trigger payload it? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Ling with a 34-monther. Dunk me, you salty dogs. What? Ling, you lost your mind? Thank you for the 34 months. I appreciate you. When you call yourself escape the holy mountain, count the number of green flashes. Also, the word I was looking for is... wait, what is that? I don't know. Vignette? Vignette? Vignette. Vinaigrette? Where's Teddy? He's doing good. He was outside. He was sleeping on his cat tree whenever I first got ready for stream. So he's doing good. Explain your wig another time. Okay, that's it. You guys are just talking shit now. Bets are officially closed. Let's go. What are we doing with this setup? We got a little bit of stuff here. Ooh, baby. Black holes already. Game is treating me well. Ooh, this is kind of a nice one, too. Little something. Little something. Alright, let's make the smart move, and let's grab the black hole first. So now we have this black hole, which means that we have a way out of the mountain that we don't even have to use our...
Well, I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Don't even have to use our chaotic poly. which is nice. Then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and roll. This will help me know the tempo of this run, because these are pretty lame. Do you know cats can be allergic to humans? Could explain why they behave like they do. Oh, that's why they're assholes. I see. It all makes sense. Alright, well, tinker in the first mountain. On a long run like today's daily run, hard to say no to that one. You would have to be crazy. Meaning, I don't have to worry about exiting my mountain without collapsing it, because I don't give a shit. You could try it for the pacifist chest, but that, you know, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Alright, let's be a little careful out here. My health is kind of low. Taking a small risk. Just glancing to see if there's any easy hearts before I grab the heal, you know? Oh, a meditation cube. Could be something decent there. So, it's not as crazy. Meditation cube is extra exciting when you don't have Tinker, but I already have Tinker, so I don't need that. Because you can get the editing ability for 10 minutes, but now we have it already permanently. We don't need it for 10 minutes. Why even greed when you have a 200 HP? That's a bold move. You know, just trying to min-max. I mean, this area right here isn't the highest risk area, but we do have player ghost wands on, so that does add a little bit extra flavor of danger. If I shoot this black hole, it's just going to end up eating the chest, but if it has a heart, at least it will drop that. Ooh, some more money. Bucket. Okay, it must have been gold. Alright, let's go grab the heal, and then we'll go to the next mountain and check that place out. We will see. Oh, meditation cube's almost burned up. That'll be good. Are player ghosts on by default right now? I have them on for now, yeah, just because, I don't know, just to mix it up a bit, but probably the moment we start getting god wands from it, we'll clear the bone folder stuff off again. Also probably gonna grab that one with the TNT. Slurp. Okay. Oh, is there anything else we wanted? A double, I do want that. So we're gonna grab this, put that up, grab... Actually, this one's not bad. We'll see, we may end up... What are we gonna like more? This one here, with a heavy spread bomb on it, so we could do something like that. The benefits, it's 0.03 difference, really not a lot to gain from that. And then that's whatever, it doesn't really matter. All of them are pretty much the same wand. I've been suggesting Holy Lance Redemption for months. I'm so stoked right now. Dude, I don't know if it'll be much of a... I mean, it will be a redemption, but I'm not going to give Noita a chance. I'm going to shut down any possibilities of bullshit. I'm going to get this win nice and easy. Smooth one. Let's meditate for a bit. Try zero charge heavy spread on this wand. It might be better. On this one here? I did a zero charge heavy spread. Did you not see? I did this. Pretty much the same. It should be a 0.03 difference, I believe. Ooh. That's pretty good. So we could run one of these bad boys. Ooh. Probably too good now. Probably like fires too fast. Meditation room, actually you can... let me keep this one. The meditation room, you can actually edit when you're in it, even if you don't have Tinker. That's why it's kind of an interesting room, because you can actually chaotic poly yourself, or just any kind of polymorphine, and then when you poly yourself, jump into the portal, and the game doesn't know that you've left the meditation room, and you'll keep your editing ability. But we have Tinker, so we can't really show that because, I mean, we already can edit, so it doesn't really show anything. And because we have Black Hole, it means that we should visit the next area early, because we can come right back up. Let's check what it has to offer. Some teleports, I like that. We do not want the teleportitis. Alright, I guess we just take teleport. don't know, put it there. Sure. Whatever. Can one find the meditation cube / Snowy on every seed with a parallel world? Those are random portals players can make. So the meditation cube formation, there's like it's the same thing as that one family thing. Remember we talked about it before, Meek, so I don't know if you're around for it, where you have to look for a certain formation that it spawns in the main world, and that means that there will at least be one in the parallel worlds. But I don't think it's guaranteed, but I think statistically, I think it's likely. That would be somebody for one of the people that data mine the game to really give you information on. As far as I know, there should be seeds that are impossible scenarios for the meditation queue. Unless there's something encoded in it where it's like, oh no, it guarantees at least one of them. Which again, you'd have to go to the people that data mine the game to know that part. Alright, let's close that down. Let's see. So whenever we collapse this, we actually have to be kind of careful, because you got to remember these red dots, that's a curse, and you got to wait about 30 seconds for them to go away. The mistake that I could make here is I could head up too early before the curse is gone, and what will happen is the area around the Holy Mountain unloads, so the curse gets kind of frozen. The timer isn't ticking on it. So then later, if I'm like, so the curse is gone now, but let's say that I left the area really quickly, and then later I'm like, oh, let me go to the mountain, and then the timer kicks back in, the curse would still be going, and you would start taking damage. Could be one of those panicky situations. So basically, wait around for a moment to make sure that the curse is gone, is what I'm trying to say. Wait for it to properly clear out. Yeah, so Latali says it'll be the pixel scene groups. If the group doesn't spawn at all, then it's not in parallel worlds. It is not 100%. So yeah, it's the same idea as the wand puzzles. Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe the formations for the like meditation cube and stuff, maybe they did something, put like a fail safe in place to make sure that at least one of them spawned. I didn't know. Yeah, I remember the wands screwing us over. That part was not cool. Not cool, man. In case you're curious what we're talking about, we did a run where we got every single wand in Noita in a single run, and the hardest part of it was getting a seed that had all the formations. I didn't realize it was going to be that hard, because yeah, we ran into some problems, some serious problems. Guys, are we done with Dark Souls 2, or is it planned to be continued on certain days? It was kind of painful to watch. Oh, I'm going to be playing lots of it, so you may want to be careful. It'll be Tuesday nights in you know, the U.S. Tuesday night, so convert to whatever time zone you're in. That'll be when I play Dark Souls 2. By painful, you mean awesome? Well, maybe they're like an experienced Dark Souls player, so watching a noob, maybe that was kind of rough. Maybe they're like, he sucks!
Good morning.
Because I definitely take forever to adapt to new games. Since I don't play a ton of games. Like, most gamers are jumping to new games all the time. And I think they don't realize that you build kind of a skill set where, since you're always trying new games, you adapt really quickly to a new world, and you know, new controls and all that kind of stuff. Me, on the other hand, I play the same games over and over and over. That's the kind of gamer I am. Like, I'm addictive. If I find a game I like, I play the shit out of it. But the downfall is I adapt really slow to new games. I take forever to get used to the world and all that. So yeah, I'm slowly adapting to how to survive in Dark Souls 2. It'll take me a little while before I feel like I'm kind of flowing in that world, you know? Oh, shit. Oh, what the? Fire was just stuck on me. As a Souls veteran, it sure is. Having a good time watching you play it, though, regardless. Watching me noob it up. Are you sure you can do this challenge? Hey, the chat, there are some people saying that I was going to lose today. There's some haters. I gotta shut down the haters. Blocking out the haters. This guy and that one sound effect, I'm still angry about it. Should have realized. Damn QZ. Damn him and his good questions. What'd you guys think of the last trivia, by the way? I gotta say, that was my favorite one so far. even though I did get a little bit of a spanking on the Noita trivia, Conga was insane, right? What sound effects? There was a sound effect in the trivia that said, "What enemy is this?" And what it was that guy right there that that shoots out the triplicate shot and then also throws a mine. Because I was listening, I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" It sounded like it was a triplicate shot with explosive projectile attached to it, because it was like shooting and then going boom, shooting and boom. And I was thinking, what the hell? What enemy has a explosive projectile attached to the triplicate shot? And then I wasn't thinking it's the enemy that throws a separate mine. And it was a good question. It was a good one. Great questions in the trivia. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with that one. It was the best one so far. But also, I would say we had the most insane contestants so far. Me and Vialet were kind of getting smacked around by Conga. He was actually... The trivia was really good. Conga's a trivia monster. Yes, that's the only way you could describe him. And I think there's some people out there that think that, you know, they think they could take him on. So next trivia, we have to drag a couple of these people into the contest with Conga in it, and so they could see this motherfucker. He's crazy. He's actually insane. Momga, the Momga cameo. Finding out that Conga's mom was like a Fortnite gamer and stuff, that kind of blew my mind more than the trivia questions. It's like, hold up. A Fortnite gamer? Conga's over there playing the original obscure stuff. She's a mainstream gamer. There's no way I could beat Conga. I feel like there's got to be nobody that can beat Conga. Like, I want to bring out Latali and be like, could he stand a chance? I don't think there's anyone, honestly. It depends on the kind of trivia. I'm sure there's ones that, like especially the release date ones, Latali may have a chance against Conga on that one, because Latali's been around a long time in the Noita community. So maybe he would be good with that kind of stuff, but all the other things, I don't know how the hell you take on Conga. He's too crazy. He's OP. I want to get over there, but I don't really have the greatest besides my TNT. Conga has stared at the code more than me due to modding a lot. Oh yeah, he was even saying things by their code name, like the name in the code. If anybody's curious, basically in Noita, a lot of the stuff in the code is almost like... It's like, imagine naming a variable for something. The variable doesn't have to be exactly what it is in the game. Like, the wands in Noita are, in the code, they're not even called wands in a lot of places. They're called guns. Well, because of that, Conga sometimes refers to them as their, like, name within the code, rather than, like, its actual name in Noita. He's hardcore, man. Conga fucking stun-locked me by referencing the source names. Yeah, he was like, the lurker, and you're like, which is... which is what now? Also that she clued us in that you're always turned on when you stream. What? No, she was saying that Conga was always turned on when you stream. They like, how would you know that I'm turned on? What is this about? You need easier lineup for the next trivia. What about Dunk versus Sneck versus Latali? I can take on Sneck. I got Sneck, no problem. Latali? Yeah, it gets a little questionable. By the location of your hands. Nope. We're gonna have to start doing hand checks during stream. Is that what's going on? But yeah, Conga is amazing. I knew Conga would like be pretty good at the trivia. I had no idea it would be on that level. I thought, like, you know, I would do pretty good against Conga. I could take him on. Like, you know. Which there were several. The thing is, it's one thing to be good at the trivia questions, but he's also insanely fast. And so I was just pressing the button a lot of time and not even knowing what the answer was, because on the ones that I did know the answer, I was too slow to press the button because Conga was just instant every time. The dude's crazy. You don't say? Hey, I knew like a good chunk that he answered. It's just, you know, I just wasn't as quick. Just wasn't as fast. It's that, yeah, the Texas ping was holding me back. It was the Texas ping. I'm sure the Australian down under ping gave him a huge advantage. See, I'm glad you guys are admitting it, though, you know? At least you recognize. Kind of cheated. Goddamn Australian ping advantage. I feel like every Australian's probably rolling their eyes right now. I feel like that, I don't know if that's ever been a case for Australians. I feel like in so many games they get scammed on like reasonable servers to connect to. John B says never. There's got to be some game, right? Surely there's one game out there that actually showed some love to the Australians. Actually gave them a decent server. You also gave the free points on the mimic/leggy mimic question. That was embarrassing. What? Because she said it was a mimic. And then he said no, and so in my head it's just like I didn't think of them as two separate enemies. It's kind of like, I mean, I get it, but I kind of consider them both mimics, right? You couldn't identify the big acid mob sprite. I thought it was the little green guy. I thought it was, where are they? One of these guys. I was thinking like, wait, is there? They have like a white spot on them. I was like, there's a white spot on the green guys. It was a whole thing, man. Where's your excuse this time? Where's my excuse? But he doesn't ask anything about spells. He doesn't ask anything about like questing, anything about unlocks. He didn't ask anything. What are you talking about?
The messages.
We got
the
pointy
guard
emoji
messages.
at a. Look. He did ask some Noita questions this time. But I was against Conga! Conga's actually crazy! Conga's actually insane! You guys don't understand. He's a monster. He's a monster! Test60, you were in the last trivia. I know you were shitting yourself this time watching Conga. You were like, holy fuck, if I was in there, this motherfucker would be messing me up. I know, Test60, I know you too well. You were shitting yourself. Be honest. Be honest. He's typing out an honest message right now. I can see it. He's writing, I didn't VOD watch yet. I only watched round 2. What? I mean, round 2 still should have been enough to let you know that you didn't stand a chance. A chance. No hope. You are the best Noita trivia player. Nobody else has 2 medals. I mean, Miksu's kind of dropping facts. This is true, but I don't want to brag, but I mean, it's true. It's true. So many people beat Dunk. You guys are coping over there if you think that you stood a chance against Conga. There's not a single one of you. Not one of you. Even the devs themselves could have came into the trivia and they would have got their ass beat by Conga. There's just no way. There's just no way. How dare QZ put you up against the knowledgeable opponents? There's difference in knowledgeable and whatever the hell you want to consider Conga. His brain is insane, man. He's super ultra giga brain. I eat crayons. The red ones are my favorite. They taste like strawberry. Conga, please. Please. He's pretending right now. Don't fall for this. He's insane. What? What the hell? What's gotten into you guys today? Why are you making shit up? Why are you lying? Wait, no, not that one. Not that one.
I guess the sky is falling. Hey, we've heard it all before.
Thank you, Maka. Thank you. Or Mocha. Appreciate you. Not even close. You hear that, chat? Not even close.
Hairline like Dracula flow.
Shut the fuck up. I'm him. I've always been him. I can't remember the full quote.
I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him.
I will continue to be him. Thank you, Will. Bitch, you must have dementia. You forgot that I'm him.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
Holy shit. Well, that was crazy. There's a swapper. There's Robo Dude. There was some stuff. So we're actually going to put a little bit of ambrosia on ourselves right now. We're just going to blast him for a moment. Oh, fuck off. I need a better wand so bad. Damn, where's the mega loot? Oh shit. Oh shit, he's about to jump into Chaotic Poly. And he walked right through it and did not give a fuck. The big wand isn't better than this wand. In general, it's pretty good wand, but then you look and you see that the spread is 35 degrees and you say, no! Fuck! Almost a great wand, ruined by spread. We could use an arrow to try to compensate, but... I don't care about spread because I don't hit anyways. So you got like a Simpsons situation going on. Let me find it. Hold on. This is...
Whoa, look at me. I'm Bart Simpson. I'm scared to use a gun. I want to marry Millhouse. I walk around like this. La 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 la.
Hey, quit it! Oh my god.
Whoa, major shot. You even compensated for the crooked sight.
Crooked sight?
So then you get enough spread on your wand. Basically it means that like whenever you're aiming terribly, you shoot off, boom, it'll fucking headshot him. There you go. You even compensated for the crooked side. I love that one. Ooh, ball lightning. All right, let's see if I can electrify that bitch. Cook him. There we go. The problem is, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. The problem is there's chaotic poly in this water. And I'm afraid if I go down there and some gets on me, it could chaotic poly me into a fire creature. And if it's a fire creature underwater, that's not good. So what we need to do is we need to empty out some of that damn water. Yep, digging a hole. We're digging a hole. Oh, there's a heart down here too, nice. Give us something to grab while we're emptying out a bit of that. Maybe it'll let us drop the wand down, nice. I just got my first great treasure chest in the starter mines of all places, and all I got was a lousy Vauxi Kivi. Any recommendations on what it's useful for? Wait, which stone is that? Voxy Kivi? Which one is that, chat? Tinker was the first perk? Yeah, we had to re-roll for it, though. What is... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. A little bit of ambrosia. It's the water stone. Okay, the water stone. Yeah, okay, I did not remember that one. That's actually not a... Ooh. The one you got is actually not bad. A water stone, you can put it in your first water slot. And you know, normally your character's on fire or has some stain that you don't like, so you have to hurry and throw water on yourself real quick. The water stone, the moment you pull it out, will instantly wash off the stain. You don't have to do anything. So it's almost like auto purifying your character. So even though it's not the coolest stone or the coolest drop to get from a great chest, getting that in the first zone is actually not bad. It means you can play a little bit less annoyed, I guess, with the environment. So that's kind of cool. So this add mana is huge. Just trying to see on how I want to use this. We have some potentially really good stuff. Let's just get it set up, I guess. We'll deal with it in a moment. Ooh. Okay, so we have Telly, and then what we do is we pour some of the slime right here. Pour out a little bit of the Telly. So we have unstable Telly right there. And stabilize a chunk of it. Get rid of this guy. Making me nervous. Making me nervous. Scoop up some more slime. How we looking? Come on. Come on. Stabilize. Damn it. Almost got it all. 100% teleportadium. Yay, we did it. So we converted the unstable Telly into regular Telly. Is nice. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think we may be gaming.
On larger capacity wands, where should you be putting reduce recharge and add mana?
Usually towards the front of the wand, but obviously it's very situational, right? Like there are situations you don't want them at the front. The reason you tend to see add manas at the front is because by sitting at the front of the wand, it makes it very easy to wrap and grab the add manas twice. So one add mana can actually be doubled in value. 2 add manas means I can make a wand think it has 4 add manas on it. It has huge potential. I'm gonna go ahead and just make this our wand for now. Like our storage wand. Some pheromone right there. I do like having, you know, if you have an open inventory spot, pheromone's not a bad blast to grab. It's actually pretty great. Oh shit. Oh shit. That wand right there is great. Fantastic wand. Come on. So the reason that wand right there is great, you look at the stats, the 0.02 cast delay is crazy low. Just a natural crazy low wand. And we can work our add manas and stuff into this. Yeah, this thing right here is already ready to be a beast. So what we do is we quickly run over here. We're going to swap on. That can go out. We throw these down. We move the this here, this here, this here. Then we can just wrap it like that. Yeah, but now it's now already it's just a machine gun. So the only problem left is the mana, so then we just go grab that mana that we were lacking off of these. Place it here. We only need 1. And it's infinite. We could throw on a second one and then swap this with a triplicate bolt. That works too. That's pretty good. That is a pretty good wand for this early. Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. It's gonna bother me not knowing what's on there. And my black holes, I use them up like a fool. I don't think... Well, this is all extreme. Well, there is a little bit of dense rock there. Maybe we'll get... No, this should dig any of the non-extremely dense. Surely it's got 7 Taikasauva. 7 Taikasauva actually can't spawn on a wand. So I know it doesn't have that. I mean, I guess it could be as an always cast. I guess is theoretically possible, but... Oh my god! That was hiding. He was waiting. Ooh. The freeze, we want that. Put up the rest of it. Those are not the lance that we're looking for. These are the glowing lances. We are looking for a holy lance for today's run. Very different lance.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Use lance to dig the EDR. That's a little bit of a risky move. You are right though, it could. But we can just grab the refresh right there and we're good to go. Alright, swap this out with this, and then we shoot that, and then we check the wand, and, well, interesting. You can put the black hole on there, you get some serious distance. What was the stats on this again? Yeah, it can actually work. An interesting grab. which is rare actually, Circle of Vigor or Summon Wand. It depends. I mean, statistically, it maybe that Summon Taikasauva is more rare, but because Summon Taikasauva is in the pool that can be found in Hell and Heaven, it kind of makes it where it's like you can find it every single run. Circle of Vigor, on the other hand, it doesn't belong to like one of the consistent areas like Hell or Heaven. You have to find it in I want to say it's like the tier 4, tier 5, and it just makes it a huge pain in the ass because there's no like easy way to farm it other than just like, you know, grinding it out. Do this. I think I just broke a chaotic poly. Let's get out of here. Let's grab the heal. Circle of Vigor can be found in Holy Mountain shops though, also as an always cast. That is true. But I still would say, like, if you had a run was just starting, and there was a race to find a Circle of Vigor or a Summon Taikasauva, like 2 different players on the same seed, what can they find first? I would say the odds are in the favor of finding the Summon Taikasauva first by quite a bit, I would assume. I don't know. That's what I feel like. It doesn't mean it's necessarily correct. It's just what it seems like to me. Alright, looks like we're going with the permanent shield, I guess. Yeah. Yep. Because I've seen more Circle of Vigor than Summon Wand as always cast. Yeah, as an always cast, there may be a situation where Summon Wand cannot be an always cast. That's possible. Because I don't remember seeing any always cast Summon Taikasauva. But in general, I feel like it's, you know, there is no reliable, like you just have to go parallel world hunting for Circle of Vigor versus being able to just go to a, you know, Heaven or Hell makes a pretty drastic difference, I feel like. Oh, he actually got me. Get your ass back here. Oh, got another one on me. He's just keeps smacking me.
I helped my niece with geometry today. If you mirror your hairline horizontally, an arrow pointing to the right will appear. Can't unsee it. ROFLLMA.
What? My haircut? What do you... Listen. It's still there. Not bald. Not bald. There's still some hair. Early Wand-Mart gonna hunt that lance. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to use the lance until I have an add trigger, I don't think. Because we're not gonna risk that lance murdering me. I already told chat, their streaks are safe with me, no mistakes. Phasing could be kind of fun today. We could do a phasing build. I'm all for it. Waste all our money on that reroll. Go ahead and collapse a mountain. We're gonna black hole our way back up. Swap this. I probably should grab that luminous drill, shouldn't I? How's an add trigger make the lance safe? It's just the add trigger. Once I have the add trigger, I can remove all the damage on the Holy Lance and then put a payload in it that does the damage.
Do it. Quick and dirty, but that guy was definitely right.
Do it.
What the hell? Listen, that was just my hair had a part in it, all right? Listen, you got a part in your hair. That could happen, you know? Like, look. Let me... See? See? No part in the hair. Get the hell out of here. That was actually done pretty well. It actually came out pretty good. The last hairbender. Shut your mouth. Alright, we need to grab up a healer. There's a sausage thrower. We don't need to goof around with him today, though. We don't need any cooked sausages. I saw a healer. There was a healer. I just don't know where he went. Yeah, healer must have found a way to kill himself, I guess. That propane tank is flying around. I see that shit. I feel like I'm just waiting for double propane tanks to end up getting me. There's a healer. Finally. Get a little bit of that healer juice. Instead of doing no damage with the lance, why not try to make a build that can safely kill bosses with the lance itself? Like adding loads of explosion with explosion immunity. Because again, the explosion can only kill some bosses, not all bosses. Oops, I had a little bit extra I threw in there. Huh. Well, we have infinite black holes. This is an example of a moment that our daily run today may be different from your daily run. Because the eye room, I believe, is one of the moments that it actually looks at your unlocks on the daily run. Normally, most stuff in the daily run does not look at your unlocks, so we get the same. So, if you've never killed the Alchemist before, you're not going to have this same room. If you've never done the Cessation quest, you won't have that there. So yeah, yours may be slightly different. Okay, so we have that there. We can put the black hole down. So I don't know if we need cessation for anything. I think I do. Why is the black hole so fast? There's an always cast acceleration on the wand. So it makes it where it anything you put on it gets the acceleration speed, so woo! Gotta go fast. Go into here. Any wands that we want? We still gotta grab that one luminous drill. Some digging. Some horizontal. Okay, we got all explosion immunity. Getting all kinds of stuff. So then we'll jump out here. Normally I would rush over to kill the dragon boss. Remember, we're supposed to be doing all bosses today with... Oh yeah. Well, I still may use that on the Alchemist. But I still need to find the Holy Lance for that. We need money right now. Now, if you're ever hurting for money, and you're a little ways into the run, it's pretty easy to get money if you have pheromone, which I do. So all I have to do is drenched in sweat. So right here, this wand is worth 350. So that means that we can buy it, take whatever loot we need off of it, which I think we still need these heavies, but I'll place them down. Homebringer, I don't know. Put this up, toss these on the ground. And then we go over to this spot here. I was creating a cup, kind of something that can hold the pheromone. And then I can spray the pheromone down. I licked the bottom of the ground to make sure there was no alternative materials in there. We throw the wand in there, and it does sell. And in fact, we get 400 gold. So we paid 350 and got 400 gold back. So actually, you know, kind of worth the trouble. What else was interesting here? I do want that one for the digging bolts, and then we're just going to trade out some of these spark bolts, I think, for those digging bolts. And then once I've gotten what I want off of that wand, we toss the old wand into the pheromone. And in this case, we're actually going to get the 400 gold again, which is not quite as much as we spent for it, but at least we get a decent chunk of our money back. Then we go out here and we switched up how we were doing the recharge removal from the heavy spread has recharge removal. Now we're doing the removal with the digging bolts, so we don't need that other stuff anymore on there. And we're looking for a wand that we can both sell or just use as our main wand. Both are fine with me. There's a healer right there. I could actually use him to heal since I have pheromone. Sometimes in this level it can be kind of hard to get heals. Because in the hiisi base you can find multiple healers, get them to heal each other, all that kind of crap. But in this one you tend to only have like a single healer if he shows up at all. But when you have pheromone, it's like, oh, pheromone means that you can just, you know, spray it on the healer and we're good to go. Damn, this area is kind of empty of wands and hearts right now, which... Oh, there we go, there we go. Just a little bit of complaining, that's all we needed. Some mushrooms. Probably will make use of that. What else we got? Ooh. That one's kind of crazy. In fact, we don't even need to sell the one cheapy wand. Because it'll only be worth 200 gold. The better the wand, the more gold you get. It's one of those things with the pheromone that can... Oh shit. Really help you out and make it so you don't have to kill as many enemies whenever you can just get bursts of gold. What? Oh man, our statue fell through the ground. Well, so much for selling our wand like I was originally planning. You could create a cup with this statue, but it's a bit more of a pain. Because you need to create a cup where the ground is flat. And... yeah, it tends to not... This area is all bumpy. Oh, what the... No, wrong way, wrong way. No, 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 don't go in there. There you go. So we want to create a cup maybe right... a little bit higher up if we could. A little bit further down. Damn it. My leg's too strong. This is kind of a pretty large cup, but oh well, we don't need to be that conservative with the pheromone. So see how the ground is flat there, but not here. So not to say it's impossible to sell it on the bumpy ground. Like sometimes it will still sell when you throw it on bumpy ground. But for the most part, you want to put it on flat ground like this right there, and it will sell cleanly. Which I don't know. Oh, that was only worth 200 gold. I was kind of hoping it was a 400. It was such a shitty wand. You got nothing for it. Cup size doesn't matter, bud. Treat women with respect. What? Alright, I think we're talking about different things here. I'm talking about the ground being flat. If something happens you don't have any flat ground, you can also... I can't remember how deep the pool of pheromone has to be, but you need to be like down in it, and you throw the wand upwards. I'm trying to remember the strategy. It's been a while since I did it. I remember watching... damn it, who was it? Da making use of that in, well, like right around this area, I think is where he was doing it a lot. Because the ground's lumpy, so you basically just need it to be fully immersed in the pheromone, and it will sell the wand. When the ground's lumpy, it kind of doesn't allow the pheromone to get on the wand properly. But when you have a deep enough pool, you just throw the wand up, and it's just in the pheromone, so it will sell after about a second. Which is not bad. Okay, all that we don't need. We dig a hole up. Once you collapse a mountain, you can dig around and not have to worry about pissing off the gods. That's why I keep
Going
collapsing
for a win
them.
with Holy Lance? Isn't that kind of unrealistic?
Shut your mouth. What determines whether it's better to make it sell for more? Is it stats, just the tier of the wand? The tier of the wand, that's everything. But usually the stats will kind of tell you what tier the wand is to give you an idea. And the higher the tier, every tier is another 200 gold. So tier 1, 200 gold. Tier 2, 400 gold. Tier 3, 600 gold. You get the point. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll this. And exploding corpses, we already have explosion immunity. Not super interested in that. We could grab the toxic immunity. Not bad. Could also grab this for 340. I'm kind of lazy to... well, we'll steal it. That's fine. Ooh, there's a... Oh, a gold nugget. It was a big gold nugget, too. Got it before the black hole ate it up. So this luminous drill makes it where we can take one of these wands that's much larger and make it into a decent wand. Which I think is what I'm going to do. Ooh, a heart. And we got heals. And another gold nugget. We got it all, baby. Damn. This is gonna be our new backpack, I think. Alright. So... this spiral arc... this horizontal... this phasing are kind of our future of our build, along with the add mana. And it means this heal, we can grab this heal because we already have healing projectiles. So if we run out of heals, we just use those. It's a shuffle? No, I'm not building on this wand. This is my backpack. I was just showing, like, that's what we're gonna use, and I'm gonna run over to a much better wand to build it on. Yeah, that's our spell storage. Since we have Tinker, it's important. Like, some people grab these big wands and just walk around with them even when they don't have Tinker. They use it as extra storage. Me, I mean, I like to be able to pick up as many wands as I need, so I tend to not keep a storage wand around unless I have Tinker with wands. Once you have Tinker, you're like, okay, you do need to keep a storage wand. Because you'll find so much stuff that you wanna grab. Alright. So this formation always makes me scary because I feel like it's common that an Uko's nearby. Let me see. Any Ukos out there causing trouble? Guess not. Always scared of Ukos? Oh man, especially when you're swimming in water, you gotta be on alert for Ukos. Just him being near the water will electrify it, then you're just dead. Like, oh sweet, he was just standing near water and I died. So gotta make sure we don't kill any bosses. Alright, so we head on into this room right here, and then we make use of this one. But how are we gonna do this one, actually? It's gonna be a little tricky. So we can't just put down the spitter bolts and this, because the issue is that it needs to have enough mana, because it says, warning, this wand doesn't have enough mana for the spitter bolt. So we have to put the add mana in front of the spitter. And that's kind of slow, right? And if we use the luminous timer, we could use the oil, but then again, we're gonna be shooting oil all over the place, and I'm like, I don't really like that so much. So if we put this add mana and this luminous drill timer here, this gives 30 mana, and then this uses 30 mana. So that part, not so cool. But once we do that, we could put on this like that, and then that gives us a little bit of speed. We're fast firing. And then from there, we throw on phasing, horizontal, spiral, and we'll put these doubles on there because it costs 0 mana. So this will be a quad. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2. You guys hate the D sharp sound, so I'll avoid that one for now. 3, 4. A little bit of damage. We got a bit of damage. What else do we have? 11, 12, 13. We have a ton of mana to spare, so we throw a triple on there. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Alright, that's some music note damage. Let's go kill the world with music. The way music was intended to be used. Goodbye, frames. We can go grab the invis spell, I guess, if we wanted to help us out. You can use the glimmers, so they are much cheaper, so you can fit with. That's actually a really good point, Dodgy. We go get the glimmers, we could then remove the luminous timer, and then, yeah, that would add an extra 30 mana onto it. Not a bad idea, especially because it would only take 2 glimmers to remove all of that, which just takes up 1 spot anyways. So just basically 1 extra capacity spot. Not a bad plan. Right now I'm heading to a part of the world that the community refers to as Wand-Mart, because we can shop around for wands in there, like, you know, like we're just choosing whatever spells and whatever wands we want. And yes, all these music notes do damage. Not only do they do damage, actually do a good amount of damage. Because we added the horizontal path and the spiral arc. Let's say we took off these 2 things right here, and we just shot this build. This build will do no damage. Oh, well, I guess this does a little bit of damage, so You can do it from digging bolts with that temporarily so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a player ghost. Okay, we probably shouldn't fuck around for a moment. Hold up. There goes. Player ghost dies. Drops a loot. What did he drop for us? A very uninteresting wand. Classic. Okay, so back to saying what I was saying before, which is we'll take off the spiral and the horizontal. And then now when I fire this, you should see most things survive. That's kind of a crazy wand, actually. I'm going to put that up for now. Kind of scaring me. Alright, so there, you see that the ghost right there? He doesn't give a shit about these music notes. They're a joke. He's like, you think I give a shit? That's why it's important they have something like Spiral Arc. That adds damage, adds 3 damage, and it adds lifetime. 3 damage may not seem like much, but this is enough to get stuff killed pretty quickly. Well, every shot is pretty much missing right now, but... It's also because phasing is kind of jumpy. If you remove the phasing, it'll make it so that things are a bit more... You know what I mean? Like, usually when you put phasing on the build, that's whenever you have homing on there. Because with the jumpiness means it'll hop over the enemies sometimes. But I like it because it means it'll travel through the walls after stuff. And then we just add extra damage with the plus 8 damage from horizontal. And then I don't have to worry about aiming anyways. We just kind of shoot it around a little bit. Oh, look, a leggy chest died right here. No, we are not grabbing that. Save your do it spams.
Do it. Do it.
No, I said save it. Shut your mouth.
Do it.
You might not need phasing at the moment. I like the phase. Wait, actually, hold up. Am I crazy? No, we need the phasing so that if we want it to shoot through the walls, that's the reason. Because in this area, it's kind of nice just to be able to like kind of spray our shots around and then just know the shots are running around, you know, messing stuff up. So I don't have to really pay too much attention to what's going on. Just like, hey, kill everything around, please. Thank you. And you'll notice that we actually lose some frames whenever I'm firing this kind of build. That's not uncommon. And there's a way to make that not so laggy, which we'll deal with in a bit. Are there any of those copy guys around here? Okay, we want that guy. Stop suffocating, please. Okay, so he copies my black holes, which we don't want that, but hopefully he will also copy our heals. No, copy the heals. Copy the heals, sir. There he goes. Now he's our healer. Ooh, heavy shot. That is a huge damage upgrade on our music notes. They are gonna pop. Actually, no, I just realized I think we are gonna need these explosive projectiles for help with the lance build. Alright, what else we got going on? Damn, where's the Holy Lance? The Holy Lance, we can't start today's run until we get that freaking Holy Lance. Where are you? Gotta run back over here to our healer friend. Hello, healer friend. Ooh, did I just shoot an explosive projectile at him? My bad, dude, my bad. No, don't kill him. Alright, shoot the heals at him. Alright, there he goes. There he goes. It's my buddy. Heal me up. Does somebody need to search the sea for the Holy Lance to make sure they exist somewhere? Oh no, they will. They'll exist here. I'm not worried. It's just being silly, that's all. We will find one. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and... Because the lagginess in my wand right now is kind of making me angry. So let's take care of the lagginess first. That our game runs more smooth. Yeah, true Noita players have to optimize their wand builds not around damage, but around performance. Gotta keep their game running smooth. Oh, you said you saw us summon Taikasauva on today's daily? Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll find our way. The Holy Lance won't be that hard to find. It'll be around. Like Holy Lance, even though like you look at the percents and you'll see it's like a really low percent. In fact, I think if we look on let me see if I can pull it up real fast. Holy Lance. You click it here. Yeah, see like the percentages are like so low and stuff. 0.84%, 0.64, 0.38. These are like really low percents. We got to remember every wand has like, you know, they have several spells on it. So realistically, you start looking around, you will find it. It's just mainly in the later game areas, which you got to keep in mind. Most of our run today, we've been in this area here. So really, we've only had like a small percent for a little bit of the zone. So we'll get it. It's just more fun the earlier you find it. That way you don't have to, you know, you can get to the action. Right now, we're in hunting mode.
I really wish you
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Wait, what did I do? Meow. Oh, DunkTales. Okay, just like in general. Shut up. All right. Chat only wants one thing, and it's disgusting. Is this the right one? No, not. We're doing the short duration one today.
See this guy right now. He is drenched in
Oh yeah, chat's getting sweaty. They're ready to go. They're feeling it. Thank you, Kodacula. Tier 3-age, goddamn. Thank you, Code. There you go. The reason I don't have it built directly into DunkBot, the DunkTales, is because sometimes I mute DunkBot and stuff, and then it would be a whole issue whenever, so it's not a big deal. Can you get someone who knows how to code to make a mod that? But like I said, what if I mute DunkBot, Dodgy? Then I will have to be like, oh no, I can't hear. You have to make like a system that's like, okay, well if other sounds are muted, DunkTales still plays, and it's like, it's just fine. Why would you ever mute DunkBot? We do it all the time. In game. Oh, you want it in game? Yeah, I mean, we could. But then every time we go near it, then we have to hear it. We only want it once. You guys only deserve a little flavor. A little taste. Making it a music box you have to kick would be pretty cool, but then people would, you know, because I play vanilla, they'd be like, wait, how do you get that music box? And then it leads to confusion. You know how it goes. Oh, fuck, that was a tablet I took from here. Don't worry, there's another tablet. You already used the streamer ones for streamer luck. It's not vanilla. What are you talking about? That is literally vanilla. It does not modify the files. Stop trying to spread your lies. Loud and clear. Alright, tablets into the huts, making the room appear, making me kill this guy. And what we're looking for is the Invis Glimmer. And the reason we want the Invis Glimmer...
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Get up here real quick. It's like a really foggy overworld today. Whenever we shoot our wand right now, you can see our frames drop quite a bit. If we put an Invis on there, like so... we put the Invis on all the things that were making our game lag. So now when we shoot, look at this. This is the same build. All the same damage is still happening. You just don't see it anymore because of the Invis. And this makes your game run so much smoother. But obviously doesn't look as cool. So there's a trade-off. There is a trade-off. And then, oh yeah, I forgot I was also supposed to grab some backup ones there, wasn't I? So that we could get rid of our luminous timer. Because right now, if we fire this, it'll look like this. Actually, wait, let's say this. Oops, I just blew up that one music box. Fuck that music box. And we will grab one more. Yoink. Actually, let's grab... That doesn't matter. We'll grab orange. That's my color. That's my jam. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to see the orange anyways. And then we put, I don't know, orange and rainbow here. And these each have minus 0.13 removal, which is why we had the luminous drill here for the casterlay removal. Now we're back to having a fast-firing wand. And our projectiles are rainbowy because we have the rainbow right here. And if we remove this, we see all the damage. Actually, wait, why don't we see all the damage? Oh, I removed the wrong thing. Psh. Wait, what did I remove off, actually? Nothing, I guess? There you go. So see the damage, don't see the damage. Right now we're going to opt to not see the damage. They keep it running smooth. Remove knockback. Remove knockback. I don't think we really have any good methods for removing knockback on us right now. I mean, we could get rid of the heavy if we wanted to, which means we'll have no knockback. Arrow. Yeah, it has a set. It sets the recoil, but we wouldn't want to put an arrow with the heavy. We'd have to put it with the spitter. It'd be a whole thing. Where do you get the gamma without killing Alk? We got it from the eye room, but now that we have such a good setup and we have good money, we could literally just travel up to heaven and grab a Greek letter there. In fact, maybe I do that right now to grab the add trigger. Or add timer, or add whatever the hell. If I remove this... Oh wow, I still have the mana. That's kind of good. So then we could put this here with this, and then we just need a Nala. What do you have? Wait, what? I found the product page for DunkBot. You're not going to like it. This is the most insane feature creep I've seen in software. The fuck is this? DunkBot automated film processing at home? The fuck? Say hello to the DunkBot. What the fuck? What is this shit? What the hell am I looking at? The feature creep. They're trying to steal our bots. I don't know how I... Oh, there we go. How did I mess this one up? There's an add trigger. Immediately. Immediately. That's big. That's a good one for us. So we grab this up. Because remember, we already farmed a good amount of money, so we're kind of balling. What else do we want? Oh, there's a Nala. So we throw the Nala here, and now we're looking like, oh man, look at that. That's good. That's good stuff. And I mean, temporarily we could move that there just to help us get around kind of quickly. Wait, why am I still running out of... Am I crazy? Oh, yeah, I forgot it's 40. That's why. Please hold. If we remove that for a second and we were to go add trigger onto this, and then... Could we put a music note there? Will that allow us? Oh, it's garbage. It has to be something like a digging bolt. That'll be perfect. Not bad. Oh, goodness. We were supposed to be going further to the left. Woo! Let's just run right through that. You didn't see that. You definitely didn't just run through some... toxic... Ooh, there's a luminous drill. Actually huge. Ow! Get off! Hey! Get off me. I will grab that. So, if we went to luminous drill, that's fine, but damn it, we need like one more capacity on that shit, don't we? Oh no, we could... kind of. It's a little weird. Because if we wanted to put the luminous drill here... then do something like... Okay. It's cooking. Took a moment to get it right, but we got it. I was kind of just looking up here for any bonus spells. I mean, we could grab the Matosade and one of the other, what do you call them? One of the Implicates, and we could farm infinite health right now if we were really in the mood. We're really wanting to go do that shit. A second ad trigger? You need to heart farm? You think so? You think I should heart farm it up? Alright, we can make a little bit of a heart farm if you're in the mood. 300 HP ain't much. So you don't throw like the other two attempts? Alright, that was uncalled for. You were setting me up on that one, weren't you? How fucking dare you. Not really seeing a whole lot that I want up here. Alright, so... Oh shit, I need to go back and grab that one Implicate. Are we in heaven? We were just grabbing up some loots to speed along today's run because we're going to be doing some Holy Lance stuff. And that means that we end up delaying our boss fighting a bit. So speeding up other aspects is probably a good idea. Since the boss fighting will come so much later than we normally would like it to. Alright, so I went back here real quick because you guys did say you wanted to see a little bit of heart farming, which is fine with me. So we grab up the Peplicate for a little bit of pep in our step. And now we go farm some infinite HP, baby. Alright, so our backpack, I'm going to store the backpack right there for just a moment. We'll sort everything out soon. Alright, we grab this. Alright, we toss everything off of this wand. And then if we were to do a Peplicate and then a Matosade, and we cast that like so, we get a single worm. We kill that single worm, and he drops a heart for us, and we're going to do that a lot. But I would prefer to do that with a freeze tentacle if I can, which there 100% was a tentacle over here, and we have freeze. Wait, where is freeze? Oh no. Oh, I left it on that wand in the jungle, didn't I? I think. The jungle ceiling. Okay, thank you. Wilhelm says it is the jungle wand. Okay, thank God. Let me just grab up the tentacle that's in here. Where was that tentacle wand? I think I passed it on multiple occasions. Pretty cool wand. Oh, there's another freeze right there. We don't even need the other one I was thinking about. You know what we can actually do? Because we do have a dig bolt right there. Let me see. There's tentacles right there. Oh my god, we're getting everything. Too many things, too fast. Tentacle timer into a Peplicate with the Matosade at the end. We put the freeze on the tentacle and we shoot it out like so. Got a couple hearts going. Then we shoot the tentacle timer into these hearts. We get many more hearts. And more. Okay, we don't want to get too many going. I don't have the setup to really farm these guys too well. Okay, hold on. Let's take that off for a moment. Come back! Alright, so we were at like, what, 350 or so when we started. There you go. Getting juiced up a little bit. So the quick explanation. The quick explanation is that if you have any of the Placate and a Matosade after it, Matosade is supposed to do this huge, like, it just digs a massive hole in the wall, and all these worms rain down. Those worms do not drop hearts. It's honestly, it's a very situational spell, not something you'd use very much. But if you put one of the Placates in front of it, which I do have a video where I go into this rant in deep detail if you're interested, but there are several Placate spells where if I can find them, that'd be, yeah, there you go. Iplicate, Yiplicate, Tiplicate, Wuplicate, Quiplicate, Peplicate, Heplicate, all of these work. But the idea is basically whatever placate you put there needs to copy the Matosade. And the more times it tries to copy it, the more expensive it is. So the Peplicate tries to copy it 5 times. And it needs to spend the mana of it too. So 5 times of a 225 mana costing one, that's a lot of mana that you need. Basically, the result is this wand does not have enough mana to cast everything needed here. By airing out this build, essentially, by having it incomplete, you end up breaking the spell and it summons in a single worm, which is what you're seeing there. So you want to intentionally get it so that it kind of bugs out. Well, freeze on a tentacle actually will insta-kill worms. Okay, chill with worm, chill. So freeze tentacle instantly kills worms. It's considered a frozen melee attack, which actually insta-kills a lot of the enemies in the game. And so what we do is we combine the two things. We have a freeze tentacle on the same spell that summons in a single worm. You can do this infinitely if you use a Greek letter to replace the Peplicate. So once I run out of charges on this, I have 11 more charges. Once I run out, I could use Alpha to cast a copy of the first spell, and then I'd put this in the first spot. But for now, we still have 11 charges of the Peplicate, so we can use it a couple more times. I need to get healed up before I go goofing around with much else. So, please hold. And then I'll explain the heart spamming stuff in 1 second. Let me just get it all set up here. Let's do this. Throw this heal there, I guess. I think it was Aqua was actually the one that pointed it out to me that, like, so used to I would just I'll show you how I did it, and then the efficiency thing that I believe it was Aqua was the one that had pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Never even realized that through all the years of doing it. Just never really paid attention. Okay, copy my heal, you piece of shit. There he goes. Now he copied my heal. There we go. We have our own little personal healer doing his thing. It's going to take a moment to heal up, but we actually don't have like a piercing heal set up right now. I guess we could just grab like a heal off of from one of the mountains. Is there a way you can use one of the Greek spells when you run out of placate charges to copy the placate, not the worms? Yeah, that's the placate's fine. How do I explain this? You use the Greek letter to copy the placate. You do not want to copy the worms. The worms says 2 charges. That one should never go down. Because remember how I was talking about how the wand runs out of mana? It becomes incomplete. Those 2 charges never should become 1 charge or 0. It never uses them up. Sometimes it breaks when I've tried it. So I'm guessing what's happening, Dodgy, is you're probably casting too quickly. What's happening is if you try to go cast, sometimes if you're casting really quick, it'll just like, you know, a wand when it runs out of mana, it'll try to stop and say, oh, I ran out of mana here. Then when you do get enough mana, it will then pick up where it left off, depending on the kind of build you got going. That's probably what's occurring there, and sometimes causing you to use some of your charges. We're healed up. Let me put this back up. Actually, these go here. Okay, so before, the way I would cast this is I would always just shoot the attacks like in the air. If that makes sense. And in fact, it's almost better if we did it like this, where we complete the payload there, just like a. So whenever the first shot that we take will actually just be a frozen tentacle timer like that. And this is a separate part of the payload. Then by having them as 2 separate groups, I think if we put a double here, it may do something. It may kill them much quicker. Yeah, it just smacks them in the face like immediately. So this is kind of one of the ones that I would say more traditional for my kind of builds, because I was just summoning in 1 worm at a time and smacking them. And then the efficiency thing that Aqua had told me was that if you're using something like the tentacle timer, since it has that kind of like I don't know if piercing is the right term, but pretty much let's just say a piercing effect, then you can use the hearts actually count as kind of like a something that can be like pierced, I guess, that can cause the tentacle timer to fire off multiple times. So just shoot the tentacle timer into the hearts, and you'll notice that you actually get multiple worms because of it. Then when you get the multiple worms, then they stack even more hearts. So when you shoot this, it just keeps amplifying how many worms you're getting. And you can just do this repeatedly. In fact, it's probably better if we did this in the desert so we didn't have to deal with some of this frozen crap laying around. But whatever. Where did my black hole wand go? Because this lagginess is pissing me off. Alright, so we'll get quite a few on this one here. This one will be kind of crazy. Why not doing it with the heart mage? You could. We already get so many. It seems a little bit overkill to be like, and throw a heart mage on there because our health is already over 1,000.
Do it.
A little bit of lag. Oh shit. Oh shit. A couple of them getting free on that one, aren't they? They're like, we're free! Run for it! Ooh, I did not mean to cast that. Whoops. The worms! They're everywhere! So I used one of the charges accidentally. I guess we probably don't need that anymore. Probably not. Yeah, this is the Matosade how it normally looks, the spell, that giant circle that it just, like, cut. You get the idea. Why have you not went to an AGDQ to speedrun Noita, I wonder? I mean, we'd have to submit it and all that stuff, and then, you know, they're all in person, me going outside. With that said, Daw, one of the, best speedrunners in the Noita community, he actually went to pretty much the equivalent of the Japanese equivalent of GDQ, and because they have their own like speedrunning charity marathon thing they do, and he did show Noita off there, and he actually did a really good run at it. He did a which run was it? It was like I think it was an all boss speedrun, which was a good choice for a run to kind of show a little bit of Noita instead of just, you know, a run that just ends in like 2 seconds. But yeah, Noita hasn't got to be shown at GDQ yet. Maybe one of these days. Dude, there's Admonas everywhere all of a sudden. What the hell's going on? You guys want to see something cool that I don't show off very often? And in fact, I tend to forget that it's even a thing in Noita.
Nope.
No, you don't want to see it? Surely somebody wants to see it. Somebody out there is interested. I can smell it.
Nope.
Chad, shut the fuck up.
Nope.
So, Plasma Beam Orbit is one of those spells that, you know, most people are like, why would I ever want to use that spell?
Nope.
But if you put it on a tentacle, it can be, doesn't have to be a tentacle timer. I believe any tentacle should be fine. Hopefully it's not just the tentacle timer. I think it's any tentacle. And whenever you shoot it, while it looks scary, it actually cannot hurt the player. So you have a way to use plasmas in a safe way that doesn't harm the player at all. It like removes the ability to damage the player as long as it's attached to the tentacle. So this is a really simple build that you can run around and, I mean, most players know if they played Noita for a little bit, you quickly find out plasmas do big damage, but they also hurt the, you know, their way they balance them is it's like big damage but dangerous to the player. In this case, you get big damage and no danger to the player. So just big damage.
This guy right now, he is.
See, it's shredding enemies pretty well. A little basic build. Holy shit, some electricity. There you go. So there's a way to use the plasma orbit that's safe for the kids. So I guess the build that you would want to run with something like this is maybe some kind of chainsaw setup or just something where you're firing off these tentacle plasmas crazy fast. And then you don't have to worry about harming yourself. Would you listen to this next time you need to hype up for TI? You seem to like Dragon Ball. Is it a DMCA thing? For some reason, you guys have been in a DMCA mood lately. What was this? You said something I'm supposed to play for hyping up for TI? Ooh, wait, it's in... I'm a little scared. Hopefully it isn't going to be super loud.
It all started when I was a little boy, when I was gooning and saw my first femboy. I was on Route 30 Yes.
What the fuck, Dochin? Just because the video had Dragon Ball Z playing in the background, I don't see the correlation. Did you know you can get the tentacle to spawn from the location of its trigger instead of you if you use an expiration trigger? It's a neat way to do freeze melee from a distance. It's especially good on the utility spells like tele, warp, long distance, etc. Yeah, you have to do some kind of wait. You said if you use an expiration trigger. I don't think the expiration trigger is required, right? You should be able to do it on anything that that lives for a while. So for example, you could do like a piercing spark bolt trigger with a tentacle timer, frozen tentacle timer. That should work. I'm into timer trigger. In just about any trigger, it should be good. But you'll get different results depending on, you know, the one that you're using. Otherwise, it spawns from you. I can't even remember, honestly. I think if you put... Is it all... It's been too long since I toyed around with it. There's only a few that in cases where it successfully spawns at the location instead of you. You are right. I mean, I do remember putting like a crystal trigger, and then you put the tentacles in it, and then when you blow up the crystals, then all of a sudden the tentacles just go shooting out of your character, and you're like, wait, why aren't they attaching to it? But I couldn't remember. It's been too long. I couldn't remember the exact setup. Swap that. Oh yeah, one thing I was wanting to do is swap these for a larger multicast like this one. It's a 6 cast, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's good. Then we put an add trigger onto this digging bolt, and that trigger will trigger this one. That's good. Then everything between the add trigger and this digging bolt becomes free, so we can put this homing on here, and it has no mana cost. So if we were to pull this Glimmer off, you can see that now everything should have a built-in homing effect. Let's check it out. Yep, it does have a built-in homing effect. Good. Good, good, good. The phasing makes the homing effect not quite as cool, but area teleport would be the ideal one. It's a really cool homing lance build. Oh wait, I have to find a homing lance to run the build, my friend. What do you want me to pull it out of my ass? Doesn't exist yet. We haven't found one. Dude, the thing is, the reason I'm still looking around Wand-Mart isn't just about the Holy Lance, because there are other places we can look for the Holy Lance as well, but it's just we are looking for the accelerations or speed up. Things to increase the speed of my wand would be nice. But we're not finding anything. It's not speed of my wand. Speed of my black hole would be nice. Then I can no longer be stuck on this little tiny weird wand that we have. But we have not seen anything. Oh! There's a Holy Lance! We're Holy Lance gamers! Okay, now to start planning, how are we going to make that Holy Lance so it doesn't rip our face off? Chainsaw. What the hell? Everything's kind of popping up now. The loot is flowing. And, I mean, you could use a slithering path as a way to speed up black holes. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's kind of annoying. But it does actually have, if you look at it, it says projectile speed ×2. It just can not necessarily look like ×2 because it does wiggle, which means that it moves kind of like in a more inefficient way. The resulting is a speed up, but inefficient speed up. If you use slithering path plus horizontal path, would it fix it? I mean, you would. I think best case scenario, your projectiles would only go horizontal, so something like black hole would only go left and right. Maybe there's some kind of linear arc plus slithering combination. No, I never really combined the two. Oh my goodness, what the... Okay. This is some weird stuff. We can answer your question on that in just a moment because we're gonna be able to test it because we're finally freed from this shit tier wand that we've been stuck with. And there's a deadly. What is going on? There was a bloodlust earlier that I passed up, but I was like, I didn't have time for that shit. Now I'm like, why didn't I grab it? Alright, so this, that's not really doing anything for us. Then we go last spell on the wand, put that there, move that there. We rotate the chainsaw in, the add mana in. What are we looking like? Good. We start to rotate in some accelerations. How are we looking there? Oh, baby. Okay, what happens if you put the slithering path with the acceleration? We've seen that one before. It still wiggles. But what if we had the horizontal and the slithering? Apparently they just refuse. I didn't realize it would do that. I thought it would at least move a bit more. Huh. You made a slinky. It's a glowing slinky. There's my heart for you, chat. Oh, it's okay. It didn't come out that well. It was more penis-like than was intended. Alright, well. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, we don't need you slithering. And horizontal, I don't think we need you. Wait, where'd my acceleration go? I have one. I have this. Where's the second one? Chad, I need your eyes. Oh, there it is. It's because the horizontal was there. Yay, we're good. All right, our next decisions. Back to over here. What moves do we want to make? I'm gonna go ahead and say we roll this one. Not my most favorite choices. I'll go with the butt protector. You never know. That could factor into the Holy Lance build and save our ass. Go to the next mountain. Plasma, some other random shit. Oh yeah, we need to grab the heal. Good point. Kind of just chilling with our health low, aren't we? No, we are not grabbing glass cannon, you crazy bastard. And I'm gonna roll. No, we're not grabbing that shit, chat. You crazy, crazy guys. I guess we're going close call. I really don't like that. I've been thinking about game dev lately. Can you elaborate on how Noita was on release? Do you think most of the complicated Noita science existed then and was discovered later? Or maybe the emergence was slowly added by updates? I'm thinking early access or whenever you played at first. I played the very first day that Noita was ever in early access on Steam. That doesn't mean that there wasn't some kind of like VIP, you know, people checking out. There probably was. I just played the very first day it was available in early access to the general public. I was just a little baby noob. And so Noita's kind of crazy. It's going to sound weird, but there's a lot of things that exist in Noita that I think the devs themselves are kind of unaware that it's a thing. They wouldn't be like mind blown in the fact that you can do it, because that's what they designed the game in that way, where it's like people can do whatever. But I don't think they necessarily planned. Okay, let me give you an example. So the way the game is kind of set up is that you can't really teleport too far. Like you have a teleport bolt and you can teleport certain distances, but if you shoot really far, it actually shoots into like kind of like unloaded area, and then it doesn't teleport the player there. And the players came up with a method that can teleport your player way, like you can jump 100 parallel worlds in one single jump. And whenever players came up with this method through spellcrafting, it introduced a new problem, and that was that if you did things like too fast, if you were jumping between like loaded areas and stuff, you could actually delete your character. It would basically, it wasn't like your player took damage. You would just simply unload your character. You would cease to exist. You would just be alive 1 second, and all of a sudden you wouldn't be there. It just said you died, and it wouldn't give you a reason. Whenever that started happening, it kind of made me think that there's no way the devs planned for the players to be jumping these long distances, because had they planned for it, they also would have considered that when it came to the loading and the unloading of faraway distances. So it's likely that this tech was something that, while the devs, if you asked them about it, they may have been like, I don't know if it's possible, like it could be. They wouldn't be like, they just was not planned out. They weren't like, hey, players will build wands to teleport many parallel worlds in one single jump, and they'll use this spell, this spell. Instead, the devs they set up Noita in such a way that they make ingredients. They don't make builds. Maybe in the early days there was a couple of pre-planned builds they had in mind where they were like, oh, players could use it in this way and players could use it in this way. But it quickly became kind of obvious, especially when they were adding in new spells, that they just throw in ingredients into the world. Each spell's a new ingredient, and they're like, let's see how players use it. In fact, I have seen some of the devs stream Noita. It's been years, and if you watch their builds, it'll become obvious very quickly that they don't always use things in a way that makes much sense. Like you'll look at it and you'll be like, they could do way more damage, you know, like you're like, they're not using it very efficiently at all. And it's because, you know, just because they made the ingredients, it doesn't mean that they're the best at recognizing the best recipes, you know what I mean, the best way to combine these things. Show the clip. Okay, yeah, here you go. This is long form, damn it. I get used to this. Hey, give me a second. Yeah, that basically, if you look in this clip, I had like 10 extra lives. I had saving grace. I had a ton of stuff that I shouldn't be able to die instantly unless I get polyed. And if you watch the clip, I just blow up. And it does show damage, but that's actually not me taking damage. That's the deer. This wand right here that I was using, it's actually funny. The concept of that wand, and this is part of the reason that I don't think the devs really planned for it. The concept of the wand that I was using here is that it spawns a deer in a parallel world. And then in that parallel world that it spawns a deer, it then hits them with a swapper, and I swap places with the deer. This kills the deer. So a deer is born in a parallel world, instantly I swap places with it and the deer dies. That's the method for traveling that the Noita community came up with, that I don't think the devs planned around it. This introduced the bug of accidentally unloading the player because you're traveling such a far distance. They didn't think the players would travel. That's why I'm saying I don't think they considered it being a possibility, because they wouldn't have made the loading and unloading work that way, because they would have been like, you know, that's a potentially an issue. In fact, this clip specifically was showed to one of the devs, and he was like, yeah, I think that's the loading. Like, he basically wasn't even sure what the hell happened. And he was like pretty confident. He's like, I think it's because of how it unloads and stuff. It must be killing the player. And so all I'm saying is, if you anticipated certain builds, it would make it where these kind of bugs, I mean, bugs can happen when you anticipate stuff, but this would have been something that been kind of obvious, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't risk unloading an area where the player could exist, but you're like, the player's not going to exist that far away. Like, far away from the character, it can unload safely because the player won't be there. But no, it's a problem. So you're saying, you said that you think it's possible that you'll suck at your own game. So that's what makes Noita. So some games abuse early access, right? They're like, oh, our game's in early access. And people sigh when they hear that. They're like, oh, here we go, early access game. Because early access for a lot of companies means, hey, let's see how many people buy our game and see if it's actually worth continuing to invest a lot of time and effort to make it into a fully fledged game. Those are the scam ones, obviously. And that's where people get, like, you know, that's why you hear a lot of people upset with early access games. Noita, on the other hand, if you're making a game that is like, you know, truly has emergent gameplay, the reason you're doing early access is because you don't exactly know where the player is going to take things. Like, you threw all these ingredients in the world, but you're like, I don't know the results of all these ingredients. I don't know how crazy it's going to get. I don't know how unstable my game is going to get with people cooking up with these crazy ingredients. So you just have to do early access to feel things out. And so, yeah, that's. I mean, not to say that Noita didn't have things to still develop, but it was definitely a necessary early access game just because of the emergent gameplay that occurred. Back to your corner, Quasimodo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wand's beautiful as hell. You like it? Honestly, it looks a little bit lame right now because if we let you see all the visuals of it, it actually is going to make my game lag. But check this out. Let's say we swap these glimmers. Check this. Let's add a little bit more flavor. So I think that looks much cooler, but we get a little bit laggier of a wand. Even though the visuals are nice, the game doesn't like it so much. It's like, ugh, the lag. It burns. Thank you for the rant. I'm gonna remember this when going to early access. Oh yeah, you're cooking up something. What kind of game you designing there? Kuka? Is it also a roguelike? With lots of emergent gameplay? People are going to instantly judge your game for being early access. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not trying early access. I'll wait for the full release. But for the people that are interested in games that have this kind of, you know, creativity, they'll see early access for what it is, which is like, oh shit, this game has so much creative potential that early access is necessary to feel things out, to get a good sense for where the game, you know, the balance of the game and everything needs to be. Nowadays, real early access or Steam demos. I have been very impressed with a lot of the demos these days, because back in the day, demo used to mean, oh, 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay, and then nothing else, and then you wait like, you know, a year or something to play the actual game. But there are demos now that release that everybody can try, and that can be many hours of gameplay. Like there are demos that people can play like 30, 40 hours on, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty nice. What about games that stay early access for like 6 years? So that one's a tricky one, because I do feel like a lot of those that stay in early access for really extended times were the guys that were feeling it out to be like, hey, how much interest is there in this game? And then usually it went positively, right? Like the people liked it. And so they just kind of stayed in early access, and it's almost like a way to fund the game, because they're like, listen, we don't know, you know, this game's going to take another 7-8 years to bring it to its full glory, and is it worth the time? And so that's what early access is to them. They are the cases of an early access game that people like, so it succeeds and they continue to get content. That's cool. That's fun to be a part of. I get it. But they very easily were kind of testing the water in such a way that if people didn't like it, they pretty much just would have scammed those people who did buy the game. They would have been like, oh, well, we're not getting that many purchasers, so your game's kind of going to be shit. This is what you bought. I mean, there are very few passion projects out there that don't exactly have the most players, and they've been in early access for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and they truly are doing it in a way that, like, they are still developing the game, and maybe they're not even getting a lot of attention, but it's a passion project for them, and so they just keep adding content to it. And so those guys probably, you know, don't want to send hate to them, but there are lots of devs out there that simply use it as, hey, is it worth my time? Project Zomboid early access. Zomboid is an interesting one. See, I don't know enough about Zomboid to say where that falls in on that. Because, like Valheim, for example, Valheim to me looks like, I mean, I can't speak for sure 100%. You don't know how the devs are thinking, but to me, it seemed like if Valheim didn't get the good success it had, likely would have just been like, oh, you kind of you just bought this game, you didn't like it, but it's done. And they just would have kind of moved on. But because they got a lot of people trying it out and everything, then they gave it a little bit more attention and all that kind of stuff. So maybe you end up, you know, getting more. Does Dwarf Fortress count as early access? Dwarf Fortress is not, I mean, I don't know even if that game is considered early access, but that would not be a case of like, that one's more of a passion project. They've had tremendous success, but that's because the game is so complex. You need that, like, you need tons of people testing the game. That's different. That's different. Some games don't need a million people trying it to feel things out. Like, one person could really get a feel for the game, but again, they're doing it more from a business standpoint where they're just like, do we want to spend more time on this? I don't know. Nice haircut, brother. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate the love. Chat's been spamming Simple Jack today. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Roll it. Damn it. I'm broke. What's that medieval game that blew up recently with the beautiful graphics? Chat, can you guys help out Loser Lettuce? Medieval game that blew up recently. The top-down one, he said. Dark and Darker? No, that wasn't recent. That was a while back. Manor Lords? Meat and Fuck Kingdom? I don't think that's it. I could be wrong. I have a feeling it's not Meat and Fuck Kingdom. I think you're playing different games than many other people in the community. Melee immunity, I do like that a lot. There is a summon Taikasauva. There's also a damage field. There's some good stuff here. Some very good stuff. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move the freeze onto our black hole wand. And we're going to spam it out here. Okay, what the hell did I just do? We're going to spam out our freeze, like so. Good, good. And the reason we spam the freeze out there so that when we drop the spells down, hopefully it will land on something solid. And then we don't lose it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the, not get rid of it, but move it somewhere else. I'm going to put the damage field on this one. Damage field becomes free because it's next to the add trigger, costs 0 mana, even though normally it should cost 30. This costs 70 mana, but because it's in the next to the add trigger, it becomes free. And now, so we have damage fields and we have homings. If we remove the rainbow, you can see the damage field and homing kind of flying all over the place. But I'm going to keep with the rainbow look for now. That'll do big damage, and we have no recoil, which is nice. What else was I wanting to do? Obviously, we had to steal the summon Taikasauva. Obviously. There we go. Summon Taikasauva. 4 hours in, 0 Holy Lances, Sean, am I right? All right, we're about to get it. It just took, I mean, it took a while to get everything we needed, but we have it all now. Well, we have everything to get us set up, but we don't exactly have every last piece. Let's go put it all together. We're running. So we've killed 0 of 15 bosses, but the way Noita works, Noita is very like momentum based, meaning once you have everything you need, you can just go shredding stuff. And I'm trying to make sure I don't accidentally fly into the dragon. Telly needs to be swapped into a better Telly wand so that we combine heals with it. That could become our Telly wand. The other one that we're about to pick up could become our damage wand for the Holy Lance, maybe? Oh shit, we gotta make sure we don't go into the pyramid boss. That will start that fight. We do not want that. Obviously, I'm going to grab the superior wand. Backs. Okay, Telly wand is now looking better. We go... Damn it, I wish we had an expiration trigger. Oh well. Let me look really quickly on the Summon Taikasauva pool. So we're about to be sorting through this spell right here. Summon Taikasauva summons in these a very limited group of spells. So all of these spells right here, not, well, I guess not very limited, group of spells. And I want to see if there's anything here. I'm probably going to farm up a couple piercings. And then what else would I be interested in? Piercing will make the heal kind of nice. We had some speed ups for the black holes. We already have Holy Lance. The problem is we haven't really been able to utilize it.
Holy moly.
Exactly, holy moly. Speed ups for the black holes. Piercing. Piercing, speed up. That's good enough. Piercing and speed ups. That's all we're going to be looking for. Let's do it. Swap this out with this. Summon in the wand. Kill the wand. And look for piercing. Actually, doing it here is a bit of a problem, I just realized, because if we get what we want, the ground is kind of destructible. So it's going to end up moving us. I forgot about that little detail. Let's do it right here. Actually, there is an area teleport right there, which is kind of tempting to swap that. And then we toss that, move that homing there. Actually, maybe we do both of those homings. Kind of nice. Oh, piercing, found it. Piercing number 1. Wait, how many is the Holy Lance gonna need? Oh, we need I forgot. We need straight up null shot, not piercings. Damn it. Wait, I forget. Null shot, is it part of the group? I don't think it is. Null shot, null shot. Fuck. Wote map time. Yeah, null shots. I'm trying to think where's going to be our best spots. I think it's usually Wand-Mart, actually. Let's see, null shot. Oh, it is in the tier 10s. Okay, we would just look in hell. Why was I not thinking about the tier 10s? I don't know. We null shot our way. Let's go to hell. We're going to go to hell. I will keep the piercing, though, to help with... we'll go to parallel. Okay, yeah. So many things we need to do. Too many things. Okay, damage plus. I'm sorry, but... Okay, we're not going to farm any more hearts anyways. Toss that. Piercing up. Black hole down. Actually, let's farm some speed ups real quick, because that otherwise I'm going to drive myself crazy. Speed up, where are you? I need you. Guess I could grab a couple deadly heals. Did you see the RimWorld streamer Adam vs Everything beat Noita on his second play session? I saw somebody post about that. That's crazy, but it's also not that surprising, right? He's a RimWorld player, so I feel like certain people have that mentality of, you know, be very overly cautious, and you get like a little bit of juice, a little bit of strength, and abuse that strength. A RimWorld player definitely has that, right? They're tactical, right? Really, really tactical. So that is insane, though. That is insane. Actually, Lethal Frag in his early days of checking out Noita. What the fuck is that message in there? In the early days of checking out Noita, I remember he got a win super early too. Oh, there was a speed up. I found one. And I wasn't that surprised either, because he is an experienced, you know, roguelike gamer. Somebody keeps growling over here. I played RimWorld with your mom last night. All right, Synthetron, calm down. Keep your pants on. Damn it, I keep finding speed ups and then swapping away. But luckily, as long as I don't move, we will be able to get them back. I think with game experience like Darkest Dungeon RimWorld, where you've used to being kicked in the balls and you like it, you'll have an awesome time playing Noita. Yeah, that's fucking true. That's fucking true. A lot of roguelike gamers out there. Oh, there it was. My mouse is right over here. Right in this sweet spot. How is that possible? That I find the spot and then immediately lose it each time. It's almost impressive how I've managed to see the speed up and not get it back. I've seen every other wand like a billion times. But those speed up wands are just like, they're elusive, man. And fuck this wand spot. Oh shit, one of them tried to kill me. What the hell, man? You shot me. But yeah, the experienced roguelike players, a lot of them, they actually get a win pretty early. I've seen a lot of these really experienced guys. Me, I had well over 100 deaths before I got my first win. I was not an experienced rogueliker. Like, I knew of roguelikes and everything, and I had tried Binding of Isaac before, but you have to, like, change your mentality. A lot of games don't have that approach where, I don't know, you just like see extra money and you always think, oh, I need to grab that extra money. I need to risk taking a little bit. Roguelikes, most roguelikes train you, hey, health is like, is probably the most viable resource. Like the most, not viable, the most valuable resource. And you shouldn't be risking it for a little bit extra gold or a little bit extra power. Just keep your character alive. And, you know, you learn how to snowball out of control. I saw another speed up. There it was. There it was. All right. This one looks like it's not in a shit position. Gotta be careful to not delete my wand full of loot. There we go. That should be enough of those. So then we swap that, and then I go grab a better wand, and then hopefully Holy Land soon. After all these years. Why do you need so much speed? Because I went ahead and opted to grab the butt protector, which is projectile eater. So if I have black holes that don't travel very quickly, so like this, notice how I delete the black holes immediately. Well, some of the black holes if I'm moving in the same direction. Because the butt eater keeps doing that. So speed up moves the black holes faster. So much so that usually keeps me from accidentally deleting them with my projectile eater. Keeps me a bit safer. Oops. A little bit of ambrosia. Yeah, Calamity. Yeah, usually the people that are really experienced with the roguelikes and stuff, they're getting their first win, but they're not doing it like, you know, in 10 minutes or whatever. They're usually, you know, if they're playing blind and everything, every little detail, they're like soaking it in, right? They kill an enemy, they learn how the enemies work, every fit spell that they find, they're reading all the details about it. They're soaking up information like a sponge. Alright, we grab this. Then we can swap out our black holes. And then now we drop that. This back up. More speed ups. In fact, I don't think we want that acceleration there. There we go. Much quicker. And then we can also rotate on the freeze. We're in great shape. I would like an extra life. Oh, there's the... Oh, no. Wait, there is a rare ghost right there. That blue one. He's dead now, but it is this ghost right here. And I only killed 22 of them ever. And he's kind of a rare ghost. If you're near him and you take damage, you actually take 10 times damage near him. So he's kind of scary. But obviously right now, not the most interesting thing, because we're not doing anything involving that kind of amplification. That guy sucks. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fun fact, when he was first added to the game, the devs actually messed up. He was supposed to be 10 times, you take 10 times damage if he's nearby, but they accidentally applied the effect twice. So it was 10 times 10 damage. So he actually took 100 times damage if you were near him. And you gotta remember certain damage types like fire is percent damage. So percent of your health. So if you happen to yeah, the diminution ghost, exactly. If you
I haven't been here much. Did you wash your wig too hot?
What?
It seems to have shrunk.
What? You shut your mouth. You actually took 100 times damage. So players would accidentally like step in fire for just a moment, and that ghost would be nearby, and you would just insta die. It literally like a frame. You would just be like fucking shredded. It wasn't like they took like a week or two to fix that too. It wasn't like just one day. It may have even been a month. Because you got to remember, a lot of the updates in the early days they put on the beta, So it wasn't necessarily main client for weeks. It was on the beta for like weeks, I think. I guess we just grabbed this. I was hoping to get Saving Grace or an extra life or just some shit. Guess not. Alright, well, we have to go grab the gold room. Scotty says, bro's trying to do another whole... Hey, I'm playing it safe. I haven't even been utilizing the Holy Lance. I haven't killed a single boss. It's an all-boss run with 0 bosses dead. And we're 5 hours into stream, like 4 hours into the run with 0 bosses. That's how careful I've been playing it. I have not been risking it. Gonna use a heart mage trick to be even more careful. Nah, we shouldn't. At this point, if we die, it's likely gonna be to polymorphine or just something that does crazy damage to us. So extra life or saving grace is probably more what I'm interested in. Or self-killing. Self-killing is only on the table if I bust out that Holy Lance without having the null shot on there, which... tempting. Alright, it should be good enough on the gold. Holy shit, that was a bridge boss. An interesting thought today. Do you think it's possible to beat Noita as a summoner, where you only use the summoned eggs or whatever else bullshit to deal damage and not and whatnot to kill all bosses? I don't know if you can kill all bosses. There's gonna be some bosses I think that you just will not be able to get around. Like the enemies just won't hurt them. But yeah, summoner build can get you pretty far. The issue is just gonna be it's gonna be so boring. Because the summoner builds are just so shit in Noita. I had wished the devs made them a bit better. But yeah, they're pretty rough. I remember we did a summoner build on the Master of Masters kill before. And yeah, chat almost went insane waiting for me to kill that boss. It took a long time for me to die. We were fighting him for like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something. It was brutal. How many times could you stack the summon perks? Could you just get an insane number to kill all bosses? The summon perks. Oh, you mean like the homunculus and maybe like the little spider dude? I still think the damage types won't quite work out where you can kill every boss, but you probably could hurt a lot of them actually. Alright, we're in hell. Now we look for the null shot. Some bullshit. Add timer. Wait, there was something with that I was thinking maybe. I don't remember what it is. I'll just remember it's right there. No Mimikium quest today, so you're an imposter and not the real Dunk. Should have guessed this earlier with this joke of a wig today. What? Yeah, I usually do the Mimikium quest most days. It just wasn't really necessary. Like with what appeared in our run, it was like, there's no need for Mimikium questing today. What is going on? The game is being mean to me. Looks like we're gonna go down to another iteration of hell. And it's because the shops down here loop infinitely, so you can just keep going to more and more hell shops. So this is the one we were just in a second ago, but if we head down, you'll notice that the world starts to loop, and we will see the Sky Islands again, which will be right about here. New set of spells on the Sky Islands. Nothing that I'm that interested in. Bullshit there. Run over here. Looks like, oh my god, I just threw my ambrosia. I kind of wanted to have that for whenever I'm messing around with the rock boss. But whatever, I guess. Pour it out and then grab a Mimikium spell there. That's true. Where's that ambrosia? Come on, just scoop up a little bit. There you go. There's some ambrosia there. Where's that Mimikium? There we go. We can make more of it if we need to. Does LDC have a prerequisite to be unlocked or something? Long distance cast? I don't think so. Yes! Null shot! Alright. Null shot. And that means that we can... That's why we wanted the second ad trigger. For the Holy Lance. Did we not grab a second ad trigger? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, please hold. You didn't? Ad trigger, where are you? I know where one's at. We passed one a second ago, so that one will not be a big deal. Ah, ad trigger, there we go. Alright, so. We take out, I don't know, like the spiral, for example. I mean, the Glimmer is kind of just taking up space anyways. We go Holy Lance. And currently, Holy Lance costs 120 mana. There's no way we could afford the Holy Lance. But if we put an add trigger onto the Holy Lance, it overrides the mana cost of 120. And now it only costs 10 mana, which is the amount of the add trigger. I guess we put the null shot here onto the Holy Lance. And we shoot it. Oh, we need to see the Holy Lance, actually, so... Guess we're going to swap the rainbow over here. Holy Lance build is live. We have a null shot on it, so we should be safe. Good, good, good. I'll toss one of these. You don't need to see it. I mean, you are right. We don't have to see it, but then we're... It just looks... I don't know. It's kind of silly. We do either one. You can hear it at least.
Since Holy Lance is not doing the damage, I think this is a massive scam.
The whole...
At this point, it could be literally any projectile spell.
I literally specified that exact thing. I said the Holy Lance can just be an add trigger Holy Lance with a null shot. And then you're like, what? The Holy Lance has an add trigger with a null shot? That's bullshit. And Chad agreed it's cheating? No. Don't try to change up the rules. Okay, now let's start killing some bosses. If any no-betters are feeling scammed, they scam themselves. True. True. Why don't you just put a speed up on the Holy Lance? We could throw a couple speed ups on there to get them to travel faster. It's not too bad of an idea. It's really up to you how you want it to travel. Where is the dragon? Dragon? Okay, we went too high. Dragon! There we go. Holy Lance. Let's begin our boss killing. Boss number 1, down. Got 15 bosses to kill. Let's get crazy with it. Actually, this one's going to be kind of a weird one, but the damage field actually does do pretty good damage to the bridge boss, but I don't know if the teleports are going to mess it up at all. Let's see. We spawn in the bridge boss. There we go. I shredded him. Got him. Honestly, he may have beat his own ass with the Holy Lances, too.
0 bosses killed with Holy Lance so far. Good job.
What are you talking about? The Holy Lance is right there. You can see it in action. He just imploded? Yeah, he got fucked up. Boss number 3. Boss number 3 down. The fuck, he's really moving a lot after his death. He was running all over the place. I don't want to die. Alright, 3 bosses down. Very dangerous wand you have there, be careful. Listen, if it was up to you guys, I would just have to do a build that guaranteed death every time. I know you too well. I told you guys, I literally said word for word, it's so easy to make the Holy Lance safe. We can just do a null shot on it, you're like, do it! You can't pull it off. Then I do it and you're like, wait, what is, you're cheating. I literally told you. Hold up. I'm having to set up my ambrosia again. Ambrosia. Sea of Mimicium, where are you? Oh my gosh, of course something landed there that's going to bleed fungus, I think, everywhere. Mimicium. Throw that here, I guess. How does this look? Okay, good, good, good. And then we are going to... Ooh, it's going to be kind of tricky. Let's see what happens. Oh, actually, it landed in such a way. Apparently the water just fucked off. Nice. And we are in business. We got our ambrosia back. And the reason we need that one, actually you'll see in a moment. I could put the Sea of Mimicium on the Holy Lance. There's something goofy we're going to try on that rock boss in a bit. That's not really... It should work. Should be fine. Take out the other bosses first. We currently do not have saving grace. We do not have extra life, so I have to be a little cautious. A little careful. Ooh. Hello, friend. Oh, what the... Come on. Okay. I was getting a little bit frisky on that one. Okay, we don't need any of these. We should be good. Alright, where were we? So 4 bosses of 15 down. Let's check if we have killed enough innocent creatures that the deer boss is gonna throw down. I really doubt we've killed enough innocent creatures. In fact, I should have grabbed that deer spell earlier. We found it, and then I was just kind of stupid and, you know, said fuck that. There's some innocent creatures down. Nope, still not enough innocent creatures killed. So for a moment, we are going to have to remove the null shot. We're going to put the speed on there. And let's go fuck with the Alchemist. Not the Alchemist, the Leviathan. An actual Holy Lance kill. Hey, don't push it, chat. I will take that Holy Lance away in 2 seconds. A little bit of lag, I know, because I'm using all this freezing, but I want to make sure that we can kill him quick and easy. So we are actually using the Holy Lance damage on this build. Doing it nice and safely, though, because without the water there and with the speed up on it, the Holy Lances shouldn't get close to me. Oh! Okay, apparently I did get stuck a little bit. Also, it's probably a bad idea to do this boss already, because it does delete the water from our world. I want that greater chest. I want that chest right there. Oh shit, what did it drop? It dropped polymorphine and... cement? Okay, interesting, interesting. We grab this, we grab this. Not the coolest drops ever. Okay, another boss down. We still have to find the friendly boss. In fact, the current damage that we have isn't gonna do the best against... What's Mecha Kolmi's weaknesses? Let me see. Is digging on there? I feel like it is, right? Mecha boss. Digging. Digging. I'm not digging. Drill. Drill? Yes, 100%. Okay, good. Because then what we can do is we can just swap out one of these with oil. And then we can also swap out... I think damage field with crit on oil. That should be nice. Should be good damage. Oh, we really don't have any other damage on there, do we? Which I don't need it for the boss. I just need it for other enemies while I'm clearing the way. I guess temporarily we don't run the full build. And we just throw on... I don't know, damage plus. Sure. Oh, that's true. Well, the holy. Yeah, but the thing is, though, you don't really want to run the holy damage against him. You got to remember there's a ton of enemies around. So, I would rather have the drilling take care of him and the enemies around. Basically, if you're, well, I guess you just don't put homing on it. I just don't want to risk the Holy Lance finding a way to smack me. Because I have done that. I have run a Holy Lance in the past, and, you know, Holy Lance found a way to smack me in the face. Okay. Test out our damage. Oh, in fact, we may have to remove that kind of bullshit on there. Oh, we're overwrapping right now, aren't we? If we run this one instead, I think we'll be okay. There we go. Come on, you gotta kill him faster than that. Let's do that. Oh shit. So we're going into Mecha Kolmi, and we're going to be using the drilling damage. And the drills will hit for 10 times the amount of damage they normally would because of the oil. The oil and the crit on oils that we have on it amplify the damage a ton. What did I do to my water? Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have water because I killed the Leviathan. Where the hell's that damn boss? Oh shit! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Couldn't even see it, he died so quick. He dropped the spatial awareness. He always drops his perk. It's his only drop, and it's a 100% drop rate. What you do is you take his 100% drop perk, and you run over into the wall, and you stand still, and you get to see a map, and the map will show us where the friendly boss is, which he's way over there. So we'll worry about him in a bit. But for now, we're gonna go kill the... We're gonna go kill Tiny. He lives down here at the bottom of the meat realm, which I should have gotten rid of the curse, but you know, wouldn't be the first time I messed that one up. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. Oh shit. Alright, I got a little too close too quickly. And some of these bosses, you'll see them and they just die so fast. But the reality is, if you're not prepared for them, you die just as fast as I'm killing them. So in our case, we wouldn't have died crazy fast because we were melee immune. But if you're not, then yeah, he just would kill us in that same amount of time. He would just hit us and we would just be dead.
Pretty cool that you've killed one boss with Holy Lance so far. But since not all bosses spawn in PWs, how do you plan on actually killing the ones that are already dead with Holy Lance?
Oh, hilarious. One's kind of crazy. Kinda crazy. Listen, I see you guys trying to bait me into a death so you can spam Omega lol, but I'm not taking the bait. This one is a little bit scary of a kill. If I was to mess up one of the boss kills, I feel like it would probably be this one right now. Because I'm shooting a wand that's like kind of chaos everywhere. Oh, there he is. Hello, friend.
Brush, love water. And they're just flowering their heads off. I want you here. Oh yeah, I love that.
Okay, make me a little nervous, buddy. I gotta kill off all of the purple orbs around him first before I do anything. Come on. Last one, coming up. There we go. Then we can move the homing back. Homing homes onto the main target. We didn't want to home onto the main target whenever we had to kill the orbs first, because the orbs don't get homed onto. Now, every time I'm hitting these red orbs, it's reflecting the damage to me, Meaning, if I did not have Ambrosia on my character, I probably killed myself like 20 times over. So if no Ambrosia, I would have died 20 times there. What I'm saying is that's how much damage we were doing. Would have been no chance of survival. But we got the kill. Another boss down. I just would have homed with all the orbs alive. I'm just built different. And you could have. I mean, because obviously if they home over the orbs, it still hurts them. It's just easier to remove it temporarily so that they don't get pulled away. If I were the Master of Masters, I would simply not make a bunch of purple orbs that, when destroyed, make me vulnerable. You're a genius. We don't... The summon... not the summon. The edit stone. And if you're scared of that lava, you bring out your edit stone, and look, you're safe. You can swim in it. You'll be fine. See? Just casually swimming in the lava. Why doesn't he just null shot plus Nala the Holy Lance and then build his wand with Sparkbolt instead? Wait, you wouldn't need to do null shot and Nala. You could do just Nala. You would need to do an expiration trigger Nala on there. And then you could run something kind of like that.
But legit, you might as well put a wand refresh and then Holy Lance at the end of the wand and then call it a Holy Lance build KEKW.
KEKW, not taking the bait. Doubters seething. They are seething. Might as well just go ahead and kill Kolmi now instead of saving him. We'll get rid of him now. Not to deal with his ass. Come on, come on. I usually save him for last, but this one's gonna be... I think they're saving the rock boss for last this time. Come on. Okay, here we go. We're about to blast him. Light his ass up. There we go. Whoop. Another boss down. Oh shit. I did not mean to collapse that mountain. This one actually is going to kind of suck. We're going to run... So homing doesn't work on the Forgotten. We need the eye. I'm going to place this down. We don't actually need that. I need to go grab the eye, and then we'll run double explosive projectile in the place of this. This is a pretty shitty build. You know what I'm going to try to do? Let's see. I'm going to try to see if we can kill the Forgotten boss without the eye first. And then if it fails, then I'll go grab the eye. I think it's the move. That is the move. Okay, okay. Where is... I think it's between these two. Is that the spot? I can't remember the spot. Yeah, it is. I think it's between these two. So we're gonna shoot these.
Oh my.
Yeah, we got him. We instant him without the eye. There you go. It's kind of tricky because you have like 5 frames to kill him, but the problem is you have to be causing large explosions at the point of his spawn location, because once he's alive for 5 frames, then his ability kicks in where you have to have the eye to see him. And for the longest time, I thought it was impossible to kill him without the eye. But that has since changed, and you actually get this for killing him, which is this is necessary to do the Sun quest. This little item right here on the ground, this is what turns into the Sun and the Dark Sun. It's funny to think those little item becomes like those insane, deadly things. But all right, we got that. Please read me actual suggestion to please chatters. What's up, Alex? For once, you could do something smart and use Holy Lance in the payload and use Nala on it so it can never hit you. 4 frames required minimum. Nala makes it 2 in this way. Chat will be slightly more happy. Yeah, we could change the damage just to make it so that, I mean, technically, I mean, it's the same idea, I guess. So what, you're wanting something like, we'd have to go get another Nala. Where's the spark bolts? Have we dropped all of our spark bolts over time? I think we did. Let me go back and get a spark bolt from somewhere. He kept a spitter bolt for some reason. You killed most of the bosses at this point anyways. May as well just speed through it and get it over with. I mean, it'll pretty much be the same. It doesn't really slow us down too much besides grabbing this little spark bolt that I think I left over here. Maybe? Come on, did I not leave a single spark bolt here? Oh, there's one right here. Aha! Swap that one, move that, swap that, and then move the Nala into the group. Sure. You know what we could do actually? If we do it like that, we could remove, or we could add the. Well, I think the bosses that we're about to be fighting, it doesn't really factor in that much. Well, the deer boss, no, it does actually factor in there. Let's get the deers, the deer spell, which I'm pretty sure is part of. Let me look this up. Add piercing or spark bolt, not a bad idea. I don't think we have space after we add the weakening curse though. We can get another Nala, which is nice. That could fix our telly. And then wait, what was the other one I was asking? Damn it, my brain, I already forgot. What was the thing I was looking for, chat? Deer. Because the reason we need a deer is we need to kill innocent creatures. Fuck, is deer not on there? No. We know there's a deer over in Wand-Mart. We can just run over there and go grab it up. Alright, let's get a Nala from it at least. You need an egg. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. 100% correct. Save me, I guess while we're looking for the Nala, also look for an egg. Which I think we will find probably pretty quickly, maybe, hopefully. So he can read? What? What did I miss? I was searching for stuff. Come on, you see how fast I'm sorting through stuff? How the fuck do you expect me to sort through? Oh, there's the eggs. Sort through stuff and read chat. Are you crazy? Oh, come on. There it is. The egg goes there. Egg here. There never was an egg. The egg's not real, man. I guess we don't really have to have a Nala on our telewand. It just makes things nice when you're zooming. There's actually a light shot. Oh, there was a Nala. Oh, there. Oh, my brain. There we go. There we go. Row these. Where's the eggs? So here they are. Eggs! You get an egg, and you... Nope. You get an egg, and you get an egg. Please stop chainsawing the egg, for the love of God. Okay, how has it still not come to life? It's kind of crazy. Oh, that one's kind of rough, actually. The explosion is just not getting to the core of them. The gooey center. Kill the minions. We could just swap a damage projectile in there real quick, I guess. Sure. I need you to die, damn it. I don't want to kill you with a black hole. Oh, keep that away from me. Ta-da! He's done. Get out of here, fly. Get out of here. Piercing? Piercing wouldn't work on him. Maybe drilling would, though. I don't know. How come no health bar? Those bosses... Yeah, they don't really get a health bar, do they? Piercing on Spark Bolt to trigger multiple payloads. I don't believe that works on that boss. I think... I can't remember on that one, because you gotta remember he's a physics material. Alright, another boss down. What boss number is that? We have the Deer boss, the Rock boss, the Meat Realm boss, the Friendly boss. Is that it? It's just 4 bosses remain? We've killed 11? 1 with Lance? What are you talking about? The Lance is right there. Can we get a TI? Yeah, I think we may have some time for some Twitch integration as well. I think, wait, what the hell? I went way too fast. I was hauling too much ass. Alright, where are you, Meat Realm boss? Get your ass over here. The curse has been lifted as he gifts us a chainsaw wand, which we do not need. 3 bosses remain. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that Friendly boss kill. Why'd your wand of swiftness stop being yellow? Are you, I get memed on a little bit, but basically if you get electrocuted, the wand sprites will lose their color. So I will kill the children first. And remember, there are heals in here, so I can use these heals to get my HP back up to full. We're back to full health. Alright, kill the babies. Alright, once we kill... Milk for the cornflakes. Once we have killed all his children, now we gotta move the damage off of there. I don't think we need this, actually. Alright, do we have the right kind of damage? Is this gonna... Let's see. Let's test it. Okay, we're gonna go with... Piercing. Oh, shit. Piercing, and then... I don't know if area teleport's better or homing. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shred them. Basically, this boss only takes like 2 damage types. And that's... Drilling and Holy. And so we're doing... we're critting with our Drilling and our Holy. We can even crit harder, but this is good enough. I'm not really needing to min-max it that much. But once you've killed his children, he actually becomes very difficult to damage. And in fact, I think if I mess up my modification even just a little bit, let's say that we were to put on the damage plus here. Let's see if we do... Well, actually, we still are doing more damage than healing. So it shows even with inefficient builds, you can get it done. If we were to add on this much, though, I bet you this would be too much. Let's see. Yeah, see, look at this. Our build actually heals him now. He actually gains health because we're doing projectile damage, and projectile damage actually heals this boss once you've killed his children in front of him. There you go. He is dead. We have 2 bosses that remain. Alright, the deer. I wish I knew exactly where I left that deer spell, but it's in here somewhere. I'm coming for you. I tried to understand the voting system. I must let you know it is complete shit in terms of picking a game for you to play on stream. Huh? You tried to understand the voting system. A runoff voting system? Oh, there's the deer. A runoff voting system is, pretty ideal, I would say, for a voting system for a stream game. It's like, it's not about being the most, it's not a popularity contest, it's about being like as pleasing as many people in the crowd as possible is the idea. It obviously didn't work because what I voted for didn't get picked. Did you rank Dark Souls 2 at all? Did you not have it on the list at all? Alright, so we still don't have the deer. I mean, we still have, yeah, the deer boss in. What we're going to do is we're going to summon in a couple deer. Are we getting kill credit on that one? I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah, there we go. We ambrosia up. We blast this little bastard. Easy kill. Now remember, this guy right here, this boss, you have to kill at least... Sorry, my allergies starting to go a little crazy. So at least 30, I believe it's 30 innocent creatures. It shows you the little marks right there, the little sheep, for him to show up. But if you actually cross 300, what will happen is, so all damage that I do to this boss is it's trying to like reflect it back at me. Yeah, it's like sending it back at me. But Ambrosia blocked all the reflected damage. At a certain point, if you have killed over 300 innocent creatures, I mean, if I kept killing more and more of those deer, what would have happened is this guy actually will hit me through Ambrosia. He will remove the Ambrosia and try to mess me up. So keep in mind, if you're doing the Ambrosia strat, it only works on the weaker form of the deer boss. With that said, the alternative is that you use Cessation. Cessation allows your character to disappear temporarily, and then that's how you could make sure that whenever you disappear and you come back, well, disappear, and then that's when the damage is done to him. After the damage is done, then you return, kind of thing. Okay, we have killed every boss except for one. Let me count them out real fast. Alchemist, Bridge boss, Pyramid boss, Dragon. I did kill Kolmi, Master of Masters, Tiny, Mecha Kolmi, Meat Realm boss, Door boss, Leviathan, the Forgotten, the Deer boss.
No.
Yeah, Toveri is dead.
Fun the wrong way.
Tiny, yes, thank you, Gamer. Gamer God, thank you. I forgot Tiny. Tiny. So yeah, that literally only leaves. We're only left with one boss, and that's Kivi. So Kivi, we have a couple different ways we can kill him. We can either kill him by drowning him in lava, but obviously we'll shoot the Sea of Mimicium from our Holy Lance to make sure that it is, you know, fair. Or we can kill him with the Holy Lance and we'll just cessation ourselves out of there. Which would you guys prefer? Cessation. All right. Dark Fox said cessation is what they would prefer, which is fine with me. Meaning we need to use the null shot on cessation, which will look like this. Null shot's pretty long on its own, isn't it? Kind of crazy. For fun, let's take the null off. Sure. But I will replace it with another crit. Okay. Test this out. Ooh, that didn't go so well. I forget, does homing work on this guy?
Dunk had a good laugh watching the Jeopardy VOD. Can't believe how bad you were at it. And needed to add, suck it Trebek. That's you.
What? First off, it wasn't that I was bad. It was that Congo is that good. So, oh! Be right back. One moment. I gotta walk it off real quick.
Best case scenario. Think about this. Best case is that you die.
Dude, you gotta be like so fast on this. I should have them part of the same wand, but we don't.
Ahem.
Did they just kind of kill each other down there? I swear one of their health bars just like plummeted. caused them to get so weak so fast? And why am I... Oh, there's... I don't know. Ease. Ease. Oh, we can't lock in the win here. It'll take us to New Game Plus. Fuck, we gotta go back down. And then we got time for a little bit of twitching. Holy shit! That could have been bad. That left a mark. We'll burn a little bit. Kill every boss in the game and then just dive head first into lava. Chat would never let me hear the end of it.
Question done.
What's
I was
up?
in Italy discussing the variety vote, and something I thought of was, when a game is suggested as a votable option, it's not able to be suggested in the next variety vote, such that a game can appear as an option every other variety vote. Italy.
That's not a bad idea. Well, good thing Dark Souls 3 wasn't there. Please, you're gonna trigger people. Got there a little faster than I was planning. Directly into the dark sun. Vex just wanting a reason to mention he went to Italy. Did he actually? I don't know if he's memeing. If you did, Vex, I hope you had a blast, man. He says no. Okay, no. Was he saying? It said something about Italy. Italy thinks people will try to game the system. What? I mean, Italy equals La Siaci, chat? They call it Italy?
La Siaci.
You just call his whole community is known as Italy? Mariachi. La Siaci. Well, there it is, chat. The Holy Lance run that you guys shit talked about for like a billion years. And I told you, listen, we could literally just put, you know, like a null shot on it. We could do all these things. You said, then do it then. I was like, yeah, but it's not even entertaining. Just do it then. And then I did it. And now you guys are like, what the hell? You're putting a null shot on there. It's like, I literally said to you that I could do that and just make it safe. And your response was not, oh, that'd be cheating. Your response was comments like, do it then, pussy. And then I did it. And you were like, what the fuck? You cheating piece of shit. So this is on you. GG, goated run, not gonna lie. Thank you there, Loveridge. I appreciate you, man.
I won!
Do. You one-guyed yourself? No, that was not one guy. Chat literally took a vote. Hundreds voted for it. 10 to 20, 2 out of 6.
Do it.
That's 1 out of 3 in America? What do you mean in America? All right, I'll take the bet. 2 out of 6. I'll take it. 10 to 20 though, that range is pretty fucked up. I'll take it. 10 to 20. I get one warm up though. I get one warm up at least. The first run doesn't count. 2 wins of 6 attempts. No, I get one warm up.
My idea was
that's the deal. Where is the streakers? Ooh.
Welcome to Patty's Pub.
Let's shout out the believers. We had golden yes signs going out to Niborius and Not Haha Funny. Congratulations to both these people getting 7 yes predictions in a row. They are now part of the golden yes crew. 7 streaks going out to Flippy, Subpar, to Welchmers, Wriggle Knight, Howming, Not Haha Funny, who also got the golden yes sign, along with Niborius, ISO 68, and Zyquo. Congratulations, you guys, on your 7 predictions in a row correct. In fact, one of you guys may have clutched it up just in time for your sound redemption, in case you didn't have one. Arius and Cayman with the -7. Both these people will actually get a little dunce cap cosmetic for their sweatling. It's because they were wrong 7 times in a row. And to flex their stupidity, they have a cosmetic that's already in their backpack waiting for them. Back-to-back 7 streaks going out to Just Chris, QZ, and Sky Smellier. Sky, QZ, Chriso, congratulations on your double 7 streaks, but it's not as impressive as Mooncat. who actually has a 21 prediction streak, 21 predictions in a row without messing up a single time. Well played, Mooncat. Well played, dude. Rip in the chat for Pervy Sage. For some reason, they had a 6 streak and put it on me losing. Pervy Sage, you must have been perving out and distracted by something when you placed that bet, because you're delusional if you thought I was going to lose that shit. No way. No fucking way. Bets will close after I do my one warm-up run. So if you don't know what Twitch integration is, basically it's the chat trying to kill me. They fail spectacularly, and then they rage afterwards. So if you want to see an example of what one of the Twitch integration runs looks like, let me show you. This is actually going to be the exact settings of the bet. I have to win 2 out of the total 6 runs. So 6 total runs, I have to win twice with the range of 10 to 20, which is really fucked up, honestly. But you know what? I'm here to crush some gamers' hopes and dreams. So I'll flex a dub on them. I'll flex the dub. Let's test it out real fast. Does Dunk use first pass the post voting system for variety games? Because that would explain why the majority is unhappy despite Dark Souls 2 winning. A multi-round voting system that eliminates all but the top 3. No, it's just the first. It's just everybody does 1 round and it does a runoff system for the voting. Mind's Eye is actually the person that came up with it, and I would say stuff like this is his like specialty with numbers, and I don't know, like this. I trust his opinion on it very highly. Wait, what the hell is up with these explosions? Why am I seeing so much screen shake on it? Give me 1 second. Screen shake 4? Did you see that screen shake? Okay, fuck you guys. Okay, that would explain it. There's a ton of explosives right here. I think it's just a loud minority, but we'll find out. You know, time will tell. When it comes to something that you guys truly do dislike or unhappy with, time will tell. It's hard to say after like 1 playthrough, but after many playthroughs, because especially when it comes to streaming, it can be tricky to gauge things, because just because you're seeing complaints or whatever, there are many people hanging out. It only takes like 4 or 5 people saying the same thing over and over to make it seem like it's something else, you know? Like, it just takes like 4 or 5 people just repeating the same stuff, and then you're thinking, damn, everybody's but in reality it's like, well, 5 people didn't like this out of, you know, 1,000. But if it's a lot more than like 5 people, then like I said, time will tell, and you start to realize, okay, people are unhappy. How do you know if you have a golden yes sign or not? Whenever you vote, you'll see your little swelling holding the golden yes sign, but I do need to make a better system for checking.
It's about the strength of the argument, you silly boy. Not the popularity, not like this, that is the whole problem.
The strength of the argument? What's the hell is the strength of the argument? You're just saying, like, I don't like this game. That's a solid argument right there. That's fucking sound. I don't like this. Alright, well, checkmate. Oh my goodness. Then what's your argument, Tito? You gotta hit me with the argument. You can't just say, you're dumb, bro. What's the argument? I'll let Mind's Eye know that you said his polling system is dumb. But he will laugh in your guy's face, because like I said, this is like... Can I get one more warm-up? One more warm-up, maybe? Maybe one more. Warm-ups are over?
Type quack in chat if you're cute.
All right, fine. All right, I don't need another warm up anyways. Bets are closing. Bets are closing. I gotta change the title to say Twitch integration. But no, I would say stuff like this is like Mind's Eye's specialty. He's much better at this kind of stuff for me, so I trust his opinion very highly that a runoff system is a better system, is a solid system. Twitch integration. Is this the winning screen I keep hearing about? All right, Ricky, let me show you how it's done. I have to just win 2 out of 6. All right, all bets are closing. Let's go. Wait, listen to Swarls, and then we can close the bets.
I hate the voting system. I hate Dark Souls. I hate Dunk. The chat is ugly. Dunk is about to win this bet. This Steam sucks.
Let's do it. Here, you heard it here. W coming in. Run number 1. Attempt 1. I just have to win 2 of them.
Tomorrow morning I will explain the issues when you have time to yap instead of compressing it during TI.
I mean, I think it was a pretty solid vote, but I'm interested to hear what you're gonna claim the issues are. The only thing I think of is you're basically just saying like when there's too many options, but I mean, if it's something that's like lower than 30, then I'm gonna say, well, that seems kind of extreme. But if it's like, you know, maybe 30 versus 40 would have been significantly better, then maybe there's some truth there. What the hell, man? Stupid worms. Okay. We're gonna place that there. Bomb, let us through the wall, please. Oh, Bomb, don't do this to me. Oh, yes. Don't worry, I'm gaming. Oh, I got hit in the face with an acid ball. But because of my elite gamer skills, it didn't matter. I see the strong, so that means if I place a bomb down, it will not go well. Good. Jump into here. We need to pour out the polymorphine. Spider guy, stop blocking the poly. For the love of God. New game plus enemies. That's a classic. Classic early new game plus. The spider, it just keeps shoving polymorphine in my direction. It's making me nervous.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
He's death. We're going Saving Grace. Veldak, thank you for the gift of sub out to Elusive Gamer Girl. Elusive Gamer Girl. Everyone loves LARPA. Dude, these new game plus enemies has pissed me off. Let's go. Here we go. A little bit of slime. The gold. That won't spawn multiple bombs, will it? Oh, yeah. We good. Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Slipped right through there. Probably want to grab a little bit more water. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good thing that I played well in the last area, because that could have been bad. Acid ball? That is a boss killer. Not bad. I'm actually going to go with the reroll here. As crazy as that may seem. Alright, I'm really disappointed with that. Not cool. You're cooked? Well, what's about to happen? How bad are we talking? How bad are we? Oh my god, what is happening? These dudes are full on just blasting my ass. What is going on? What? New game plus plus plus? What? New game plus plus plus? Hey, that's only 1 attempt down. I get 6 attempts. So don't go thinking that it's over. It ain't over till it's over. Alright, so 1 attempt down was a loss. So 0 for 1. But now no new game plus enemies, so thank God. Was absolutely us. That's when you know it was extreme. When you guys are like, yeah, that was us on that one. Normally you're like, eh, oh come on. Okay, well, normally you're like, wasn't us. To actually claim it is like, holy shit, that must have been insane. No. It's a pretty lame one. Actually, you know what? We should probably grab the pheromone. That way we can at least sell. Oh shit. Smart trigger. We're gonna lay low for a little bit. Health bar got too messed up. Alright, we chillin', we chillin'. Oh, you think I'm scared of him? I'm even gonna grab a heart. That's how confident I am. Like, sure, let me farm some HP while Big Steve is chilling. No problem. No problem. Oh my god, who put that in there? Oh my god! We're fine, we're fine. Everything's fine. Let me drink this. It shouldn't hurt me anymore, right? We should be good. We gotta wait out the poisoned effect.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn it, what just happened? What the hell's happening there? What the fuck just happened to that lava? You guys had some weird fungal shift. I can't fire my wand, by the way. If you're curious why I'm just doing jump rope right now, it's not by choice. There it goes. Now my wand's firing again. Okay. Nice. Tactical. I like it. 300. We can work with that. We can work with that. Steve, I'm gonna need you with me, alright? Chill, Steve. Come on, I got the moves, Steve. I got the moves. Okay, I panicked. I panicked. I'm gonna be real with you, Steve. I panicked! Oh my god! Door stuck. Okay, we're back. We're back. Teleport rideshare? Are you cool? I haven't even got the fucking teleports yet.
Dunk. He's our man. If Dunk can't do it, Yoke probably can.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, Yoke wishes. He wishes. By the way, I haven't been checking on the world record category recently if Yoke got any new records. Gotta make sure that he's keeping my world record warm for me. So that once DunkBot 2.0 releases, I can go take it back from him. Yoke is the placeholder for my world record. That's all.
Thinking of the Yoke dodge clip helped me cure depression.
Did we talk about the slime one? Everything lasted so long. Okay. Okay. We're gonna try to run right under him. I don't know how good of a decision this is. Ooh, nice. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Well, you guys said fuck that guy, apparently. You were not a fan of his. Oh, great. I don't want him to have the propane tank. Okay, okay! Okay, that was kind of scary. I'm gonna be real. I need to wait out my teleport bolts, which is pretty darn close.
That guy is holding the... Oh, come on, fuck off. Oh, God, no! Two attempts down. Just to be clear, if you didn't see that, there was... I picked up teleport bolts. You guys had the effect of teleport ride share. You had the portal thing, and you had the thing where teleports don't work. All three statuses at the same time because I looked at a teleport wand. You guys are aware of that, right? Yeah, tele notification. Yes, thank you, thank you. Tele notification, teleport ride share, and the portal. And yet, here we are. Let's see if I can. She is a princess. Oh my goodness. Okay. 0 for 2, but if I get this one, I'll still be on pace. Like, I'll still be on a pretty nice pace for getting this dub. As long as I can get 1 out of the 3. I'd rather not have to fight back from behind. Holy shit. Oh! That fucking TNT thrower. He caught me off guard, man. I got so scared by him. Alright, we're 0 for 3, but 3 attempts, we just gotta win 2 out of 3 with a 10 to 20 range. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. 2 out of 3. That's all we need. 2 out of 3. Oh my god. I was so busy looking at Steve, I didn't see the Hamas. They were fucking camouflaged. Alright, I just have to win 2 out of 2. I've done it before. I just have to win 2 out of 2. Okay. Win the next 2 in a row. I am him. This is true. Good point. I am him. And he could do this. So true, chat. So true. Thank you guys for reminding me. I am, in fact, him. Allergy's trying to hold me back a little bit, but that's fine. I got this shit.
I've been dropping loads around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck.
Kurluk. See, Kurluk's even reminded chat. Says this guy is him. He's excited because Kurluk knows what's coming. He's seen the future, and it's all dubs, baby. Your reality is shaking. Shaking like bacon. Oh, okay. Chill, my guy, chill. Okay. I gotta use my levitation very sparingly. Okay. Holy shit. The fuck? I can't drop a bomb. That shit's gonna light my ass up. Unless... Oh, right, Cher. Give me a break. What's going on right now? I haven't seen a teleport for more than like 2 seconds without just getting overran. Oh. Ride share lasts like 7 hours. What is going on? Grab this. Okay. As long as I get the win on this, the dream is still alive. Oh shit, I did not mean to shoot it twice. Did what? The timer go up? I didn't even notice the message saying it. Well, seems like it's time to get out of there. Nerf for teleport ride share is imminent. I mean, come on. Come on. Are you watching this shit? What the? A fucking snail just stole the perk. Okay. Oh, come on. How's that glue effect still going? It's been fucking burning my ass for like 5 hours. Don't take the shot. Don't take the shot. Thank God. Oh! I had to do that. I was stuck in the wall. Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Betting no on this TI was an easier win than versing you in Jeopardy night.
Conga, I don't want to hear shit from you, Conga. You shut your mouth. This bet is almost as bad as the 10 to 21 attempt. Wait, weren't you the one that suggested this, Talonivore? Did you just suggest this? And then after I said, sure, let's do it, you were like, that was fucking terrible. What? What is this? Of course. What is this?
Man, you really just got trick-shotted by Steve, huh? I was almost starting to root for you too.
You have one more run, dupe the Sampo. It's so simple. It's so simple. Inks, you're so right, my friend. Never say never. Dupe the Sampo. Or get a greater chest to drop the Sampo. Double Sampos. I like it. Ink. That's I like you, Ink. Somebody that never gives in. Says, hey, there's a chance.
Do it.
There is a chance. Okay, chill, man. I've been in the run for 5 seconds. Nope. What, were you too afraid? Like, oh, he set a foot in the cave. Send him back to the start. I'm gonna make you proud, Inks.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It doesn't even make sense. It's like, we're at the start. Couldn't you, even if the other options were shitty, wouldn't shitty be better than like, hey, walk 5 steps again? I'm annoyed at the stupidity of the chat. There had to have been something better than that for a vote. This is mental warfare? Like that's fucked up. Oh shit, I did not mean to hold the flask. Oh, worm blood. Actually, hold up now. Hold up now. Hold!
It's psychological warfare to make you mad Italian.
You failed.
It's not about the best vote, it's about sending a message.
Wasn't even us? Oh yeah, exactly, Latali. As a new player, you must be confused. That is not a naturally spawning enemy in the first zone,
No,
you piece
we
of
did
shit!
it because we know that we are in your head now, Dunk. And there is a lot of empty space here.
In my head? Or in my bed? I see what you're doing there, Kuba. I see you're flirting with me. It's working. Damn it! Okay, that one's lame. That was lame, man. 2 Stendaris and a Steve? Okay. 7 streaks going out to Mr. Cheaterson, Extraterrestrian, Kurtz, Quantum Sleep, and Dyson Ray, all earning 7 streaks. -7 going out to 4tween69. Oh no, is it 4? It's 42069. Why do I get 4tween? 42069. 42069. Don't question it, damn it. It's 42069, damn it. 69, you did get a -7 streak, so you have a dunce cap.
21 win streak by voting no on TI. I finally found my inner peace.
Who was that? Stuck? Twisted Reaper with the back-to-back 7 streaks. Congratulations on the back-to-back there, Twisted Reaper. Stuck, who's celebrating his 3 7 streaks in a row with a 21 prediction streak. Congratulations there, Stuck. Finns with a 28 streak. That is 4 7 streaks in a row. Congratulations, Finns. But Luke, 21,000, is flexing on everybody with his 35 prediction streak. Congrats there, Luke. That is kind of fucked up getting a 35 streak on that one, I'm not going to lie. But hey, I'm a little rusty today. I haven't played Noita in like a week. So I'm just getting back in the groove of it, you know? Same number of wins as Jets had interceptions this season. 35? Wait, is that actually? Oh shit. I know there was like a team that had literally oh wait, no. Yeah, it was that was the Jets had 0. Wait, oh, you're saying the same. Okay, that's fucked up. How dare you compare me to the Jets? I thought you were saying they threw 35 interceptions. You're saying they got 0 interceptions. That's fucked up. To honor your haircut, watch this masterpiece. The hell is this shit?
Your boy's different. His IQ's 5.
Did you say his IQ is 5? Wait, what?
I done told you, you spent time playing with this stupid boy, can't read. I ain't got a good brain.
Chat. Listen, this is 2026. You're gonna get canceled. You're flying too close to the sun. You're
You're this close to being canceled.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
Why is it just is it like a picture of a chainsaw?
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy. Goodbye, Mama. Now you can have ice cream in heaven. I like when we touch hands. Wake up, Papa.
What the fuck? It's official. I remember this video, actually. This is reliving trauma for me. We just have to delete our community. We're going to have to start a new one, a more wholesome community. Where this community went wrong was the day we let weebs in the community. That's where I went wrong. You know what? To any aspiring streamers, that's my advice to you. You got to put a no weeb rule in your community. You know, at the bottom of streamers, you know, web pages, like on their actual stream page, it'll have like rules, and it will say like, you know, no dick pics, no politics, and then put no fucking weebs. That's what you do. There's your advice. It's Aquas is too late, Satch. There's no going back. So I'm a problem. Yes, Curlug, you're a problem. Don't think just because you're so supportive, I look past your weebery. Don't think so. Doesn't work like that. You disgust me. Chat, thank you for the awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back in about 15 hours or so. We're going to do some gaming. Let's send you guys on over to some sweaty nerds out there. Have we rated Mardi Gras TV before? Viewers versus Kolmi playing your name as a seed. I can't remember if we rated him before. Nutty's live. Listen, I'm not gonna risk my community. I don't know what he's been good lately. Actually, I think it's because he hasn't been around lately. It seems like he's been good, but still, we can't risk that one. Raid Sneck? Don't worry, we raid Sneck all the time. You know what? I don't think we've raided Mardi Gras before. Mardi Gras TV. So we're gonna show him some love. We gotta send some love. If you're curious, I just see community members' names, and if it's somebody that I haven't raided before, I do like to try to send it in their direction if I can. So let's send it on over to Marty. Raid's queued up for him right now. Like I said, he's part of the Moist Mob, so don't worry. Whenever he sees a bunch of sweaty nerds showing up, he should realize it's the sweaty fam, and he'll accept us in our sweaty ways, okay? So have fun hanging out with him. I'll see you guys in 15 hours. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and yeah, be ready to get sweaty. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, like I said, oh, I forgot to remind you guys. Fuck, time's running out. Dome Keeper. Force had shouted that out earlier. It's a game that's pretty badass. I played it like a year ago, maybe more, but it's free to play until like January 12th. So check it out, Dome Keeper on Steam. It's actually really good. It's a simple 2D game, but I think a lot of you guys would be really impressed with it. Check it out, Dome Keeper, free for a couple days. Anyways, deuces, chat. Stay sweaty, stay awesome.